How's it going, boyos? How's it going, everybody? My name is Harry Rice. Welcome to the live stream. I'm gonna mute that, so if I accidentally play it again, we don't get the audio. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Harry Rice. I review games for the Montreal Canadiens. Tonight, we ended up playing our last game of the 2023-24 NHL season. The Montreal Canadiens played their last home game of the year as well. It was against the Detroit Red Wings. And yeah, so it was an exciting time. The Canadiens played a very fun game. I will say that. They played a very fun game. It was a very exciting game. And we do have a lot to talk about in terms of some stuff for pregame, some stuff obviously during the game, some stuff kind of post-game, I guess, if you will. And yeah, I guess tonight's stream is going to be very, I guess you could say a variety. We're going to be talking about the game, obviously, and I guess we're gonna kind of be reminiscing. I guess we're going to be reminiscing about the season, talking about the future, and yeah, we're just going to do a bunch of fun stuff. We're going to be doing a bunch of just some fun, chill stuff, and I'm hoping that we can all have a good time, enjoy ourselves, and yeah, work towards the goal of 1,000 subs on the channel. However, real quick, I apologize, guys. I do have to make sure on my YouTube studio. I could have checked on my phone. I just didn't think of it. I gotta check this. I gotta check see if the stream is public. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes, indeed, it is. All right. So yeah. The Canadiens played tonight. Fazio, how's it going, man? Negative 37 goal differential. What a joke. And they're somehow going to eliminate the New York Rangers in the first round. I don't know how, but they will somehow eliminate the New York Rangers. And I think that's going to be hilarious, Fazio. How's it going, my good sir? Yoshi Bros. Dang it, I would have thought Harry's team won in regulation. Now, guess what? We got the wish. It's Toronto-Boston in round one. However, it is also a double-ended sword because that means the Panthers played Lightning in round one, which means that unfortunately the Tampa Bay Lightning will be a first-round exit this year. Thank God. It is likely we're going to a Game 7 for the fourth time. Yes, indeed it is, Yoshi. Surely I thought the Red Wings made it, but yes, it was the Capitals. We'll get into all that in a minute. And like Odell said, do we need to say anything else about tonight? John Tortorella. Just a phenomenally hilarious last 5 minutes of the Red Wings season, last 5 minutes of the Capitals season, I think, because I think that was their last game as well. Yes, indeed it was, actually. And just what a phenomenal just end to the goddamn season for the Red Wings, the Capitals. We're gonna talk about all that in a minute, boys. But first, the Yoshi Bros, where do the Habs rank in the draft lottery? It's actually not fully determined. However, as of right now, we do currently have the 6th overall pick. Also, shout out the Ottawa Senators deciding to beat the Boston Bruins and costing themselves a good draft pick. And as well, if the Coyotes, tomorrow night in their last game as the Arizona Coyotes, if they get a point, they jump the Canadiens. And if they win, obviously, they jump the Canadiens. If they lose, the standings stay the same. But if the Coyotes were to get a point, the Canadiens would actually fall to 5th. Rise, technically, to 5th in the draft lottery. So they'd get an even better chance at potentially drafting Macklin Celebrini. That's where they stand right now, the Yoshi. Ken Dog, you know what? You guys won both games. That's all I gotta say. You guys kind of did yourselves in. And Pittsburgh sitting there watching Philly kamikaze their season. Oh, Odell, dude. This entire collapse of the Philadelphia Flyers and the collapse of the Detroit Dead Things. After the last two games, the Detroit Ref Things. I think that's the more appropriate name for them. You know what? At least in regards to Philly, I should say, couldn't have happened to a better bunch of fuckwits. And in terms of the Red Wings, poor Daniel Sprong, dude. Poor Daniel Sprong. He deserved better. But, yeah. Yoshi, yes, my best friend is a Leafs fan. She's watching the game. She was saying that they were chanting, "We want Florida," to mock the Leafs fans, which she actually, funny enough, agreed. It's hilarious. I love that they're doing that. And yeah, the "We want Boston" chants. I love that. I think it's hilarious. Go for it, Florida. You deserve it. You deserve it after the massive upsets you pulled off last year and the amount of winning that you've done this year to make the playoffs. They deserve it. They deserve a little bit of braggadociousness. So, yeah. However, as for this game, for the Canadiens, number 82, the last one of the year, they're not going to get back into the Cup final as if, 100%. Well, I mean, Yoshi Bros, they have more of a chance than the Leafs do, so, I mean, yeah, they'll probably do it. I would hope that they can. I think that they're probably like my third or fourth most likely team to make the Cup Finals this year. But I'm not going to spoil anything based off the playoff predictions that's going to be posted probably in the next 2 days, probably Friday, because I don't think tomorrow's Thursday actually, or tomorrow's Wednesday. Yeah, shit. So I don't think I think the last playoff spots will probably be determined tomorrow, I would think, because I know the Golden Knights play, and yeah. Oh, Delia, dude, poor Lucas Raymond. He goes through all this, puts the team on his motherfucking back, puts the team on his back to give them the win, back-to-back nights, and then bro just gets eliminated. Or no, Del, I shouldn't say that they clinched. It's more so about the actual playoff picture. Because I know that the Kings can still surpass the Knights can still surpass the Kings. So, technically, yeah, exactly, Odell. So it's all about the seedings now. So we're worried more about the seedings, if anything. Which, yeah. Imagine that we see the Panthers run the same lineup: Lightning, Maple Leafs, Hurricanes, Oilers for a rematch of the 06 Finals. Yeah, Yoshi. Yeah, it's not a rematch of the finals. But yeah, to be fair, I get where you're going with that. The Hurricanes and the Oilers was 06. Got a little confused. I completely understand that. Honestly, though, that would be really fun to see a rematch of last year's finals. The only thing is that Vegas is cheating their way. The only issue is that Vegas would have to be cheating their way to the finals again, which we don't want that in the NHL. Yeah, and yeah, last stream of the actual season. Then we get into the off season, which we're going to be having some fun with. Like I said, boys, by the way, I will be taking a couple days off after either Thursday or Friday stream whenever we do the playoff stream. I will be taking probably a couple days off. Tomorrow, I've got stuff that I'm going to be doing, and then Thursday it's the video, Friday the stream for the playoff predictions. Actually, I might do something on Saturday. I don't know yet, but I might if I feel like it. And then I'll probably take a couple days off and then come back midweek with some streams or a video. We'll slowly start working our way back into the groove of streaming and shit like that. So, yeah. Yeah, the Hurricanes and Oilers, no problem, Yoshi. It's all good, my good sir. And yeah, so the Canadiens played their last game of the year today. Or tonight, I guess you could say. I was happy with it, honestly. Despite the blown leads, again, despite the game, and well, I'm kind of happy. I'm kind of happy that the score ended the same because I didn't really need to change much. I had to change the OT to the SO. But, Yoshi Brush, you made a DM saying Bruins in 4, did you? Okay, well, Yoshi, it's not that I want your team eliminated. It's just that it's the meme. Come on, we gotta have the meme stay alive. Bruins in 7 has to be the meme. You know, I'll be happy if the Leafs win from my best friend. I'll be happy with that. But just, like, come on, Bruins in 7 would be such a funny meme. 4 straight times that they play, it ends that way. And yeah, in a way, it does kind of feel like the season just began. Then again, we had such excitement with Hudson and Mailloux. Yeah, that's why I think it feels that the season just began. It's because we had such excitement with some of the young kids coming up into the lineup. And it feels like it's an opening night where, hey, these guys are getting in the lineup. Holy shit, this is such fun. Dude, OT to the SO kind of sounds like a rap bar, Sons. I agree with you, my guy. It kind of does, yeah. Montreal has to play team defense. Jeff, yeah, I kind of agree with that, yeah. Can't hold checks. Bottom line. Okay, I'm waiting for the... Oh, there we go. I attended last night's game in Detroit. Glad for Hudson and Mailloux. Hey, let's go. Hell yeah, let's go, Jeff. I'm glad you... I hope you enjoyed the game in Detroit last night, my guy. Let's go. You did mock my team last week. After the Leafs and Habs... Well, to be fair, it's Leafs and Habs. You always gotta try and mock the other team, so I mean, yeah. And then, of course, you know, Mom McMahon injured and he's out till Saturday. Okay, well, that's good. He's only out till Saturday then. I thought The way you phrased that, thought I might have been worse, but I'm glad he's only out. Well, actually, Saturday. That means he's in for game 1, right? I think. Maybe game 2. I'm pretty sure it's game 1 though, Saturday. So I'm glad McMahon is gonna be back for the meaningful games. Because let's be honest, Matthews, Marner, all those guys probably should have been. They probably should have been rested tonight and next game. But I love this username. Firstly, Suns, Boston, they will beat. Not trying to spoil my predictions. Ooh, thank you, Suns. I appreciate that. But Ballsack Gaming 69. Thank you for coming into the chat, my good sir. Robbed for the Penguins. Lane Hudson failed us. I'm sorry, my good sir. I'm sorry. Wait, are you glad now that it's... Wait, what the fuck? Yeah, I just realized. Why is my chat not updating? That's weird. Real quick, I gotta fix that. So how is my name, sir? Ballsack, how you doing, my good sir? Thank you for coming in. I think your name is pretty damn funny. Alright, I'm gonna close the chat box and reopen it. Hopefully that'll fix it. There we go. I just noticed that it wasn't moving accordingly. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Yoshi bro, we're cooked. Oof, Suns. That is a big L, in my opinion. But yeah, Ballsack. I mean, Lane Hudson, I think he did the deed. I think he did what he was supposed to. And to be fair, Ballsack, it's not like it really mattered if Detroit won because the Capitals beat the Flyers. Because Alright, let's talk about this. So I'm going to spoil something that happened in tonight's game before the review. Because we need to talk about this. We need to mention something that happened. Because I think that it is absolutely hilarious. So the Habs and Wings are playing. It's 4-3 Canadiens. The Red Wings end up tying the game late. I'm not going to spoil exactly what happened, but I'm going to say that. The Red Wings tie it late. And they will force overtime as a result, as you can tell. Meanwhile, in the Capitals and Flyers game, it is 1-1 with 3 minutes left. Now, in order for the Flyers to even have a chance to make the playoffs, they needed to win in regulation. It was tied 1-1, like I said. They literally needed the regulation win. They could not take it to overtime, because if they did, the Capitals eliminate them. I don't think the Capitals would make it just straight off going to overtime, but the Flyers would be eliminated if they went to extra time. So John Tortorella, the Speedmaster himself, and keep in mind, I say this despite the fact I love John Tortorella, he decides to pull Samuel Ersson, who seemed like he had a decent night in net. He only allowed the 1 goal. But he pulls Sam Ersson. And with 3 minutes on the dot exactly, TJ Oshie scores to put the Capitals up 2-1. The Capitals would hold the lead, and they end up winning, thus clinching a playoff spot. However, what ended up happening is because the Red Wings forced the overtime against the Canadiens, the Flyers were already eliminated from playoff contention. They had zero reason to pull Samuel Ersson. So the Montreal Canadiens not only eliminated the Detroit Red Wings, but the Philadelphia Flyers and the Pittsburgh Penguins. All within the span of a week. Technically within like 5 minutes it happened. So that's the NHL this year, boys. John Tortorella, who apparently knew that the game in Detroit or in Montreal was going to overtime, still pulled the goalie. I don't know if it was a way to say, hey, if we can't make it, the Wings aren't making it. I don't know if it was just miscommunication where he thought that they could still have a chance to make it if they still won in regulation. But, yeah. Harry, okay, Odelsky, what's going on? I hope this isn't a meme. I hope it's, like, actually something important. I hope it's actually something, like... Tyler Myers has scored a shorthanded goal. Is that his first goal of the year? There's no way. I'm pretty sure that's Tyler Myers' first goal of the season. Or it's his second. It's something... Oh, it's his fifth goal. That's his fucking... It's not he scored against us. Oof, that is true, sons. That is true. Salty, how's it going, man? By the way, I'll let you back in the sim league if you're... I'm pretty sure you're in the regular server. I'll actually post the link right now. I forgot to invite you back. I know I kicked... It was you and... Who else did I kick? I forget who it was. But if you look in general chat, I just posted the sim league link for you, Salty. But yeah, GG's, man. It was a great back-to-back series. It was very entertaining, dude. Hey, don't worry about it, Salty. Don't worry about it, my guy. It was exciting. It was fun. We had insane comebacks. We had insane debuts. We had Cale Makar 2.0 going point per game in his first NHL games. We had Lucas Raymond trying to be a goddamn hero and almost succeeding. We had insanity all across the board. And honestly, I couldn't think of a better way to end the Canadian season, aside from maybe beating the Florida Panthers 10-2 at the end of a season where you are finishing worst in the NHL. Hudson, you can tell, has really good hockey sense, especially watching him live. Great for Marty playing him 20 minutes yesterday and a bunch tonight. Yes, I know that he did play Lane a lot last night. I know it's weird because I think Hudson only got like 5 minutes in the first period last night. But yeah, he ended it with 21 minutes of ice time, something like that. No, I don't want play-by-play. Box score, yeah. So for the Habs, sorry. Yeah, in terms of forwards, actually, Nick Suzuki played 25 minutes, which pretty good. And by the way, shout out Nick Suzuki. Bro went 70% in the faceoff dot, so his faceoffs are really improving this year from what I've seen. And also time on ice, Lane Hudson in his second game, 23 minutes and 32 seconds. And then Logan Mailloux got 21 minutes and 14 seconds. Jaden Struble got iced for 15 minutes. So the Habs rookies really decided, hey, you know what? Let's do some good shit. Joe, firstly, I do agree. It was an insane game for sure, man. Yeah. Also, Joe, how's it going? Jack, thank you for coming by, my good sir. Appreciate it. If you think about it, we both win, Salty. We won our 2 games. You get a better pick. I won't see the Wings in the playoffs. You know what? Fair enough, Salty. And also, yes, new respect for Nick Suzuki. Absolutely, dude. Salty, Nick Suzuki is a 1C. He is a elite 1C. I think next year he's going to hit 90 points. I think Nick Suzuki, with that top line, they all have something special. I think that top line have immense potential to do the unthinkable. I think that they have immense potential to all hit point per game for the Canadiens. I am high on that Suzuki Caulfield Slafkovsky line. I am massively high on that, and I can't wait for next season. Genuinely, I want to go to bed, wake up, and it's already opening night. I want that to happen so badly. But yeah, Jags, Sons, keep yourself safe. Oh, that's nice. I don't want to make it seem like I'm glazing the Habs or anything, but he stopped Ram on a good chance. Yes, indeed, he did, Salty. I remember seeing that. And yeah, dude, if you're a Wings and Habs fan, there's no way that you can be quote-unquote mislabeled for glazing the Habs, dude. If you want to compliment the Habs, go for it, my guy. Absolutely. Yes, Joe, I can't wait for next season either. Hurry up, September, please. Holy shit, like, we're April. September feels like forever away, genuinely. September feels like it's a good 12 months away. It feels like a year away, honestly. Thank God we've got streams. Thank God we've got probably some videos. Thank God that we've got each other to get through the season. And NZA, I agree. What a season it's been. Dude, from the lowest of the lows to the highest of the one-game goals. Holy shit. Which is funny, by the way, guys, because I believe we have a similar record to how we had to last year's record. I will argue this year was a massive improvement. I will argue that this year was a huge improvement. How many guys had massive point increases? How many guys had massive point production increases? You know, how many guys played even better than they did last year? You know, how many guys look ready to take that next step? You know? I'm extremely excited for September and to see what this team can do. And Jeff, yes, you can draft as much offense. Like, here's the thing: I would go either Demidov, Iginla, or Yzerman, wherever our pick is. Of course, if it's fifth and he's available, Demidov. If not, I'd maybe go try and trade back by a couple spots to get Iginla, maybe Yzerman. And then honestly, with the Jets pick, I'd maybe go Cole Hudson. I don't want to really jam up the defense even more than it already will be. But I'm just saying, if Lane thinks that Cole is going to be even better than Lane is, I'm just saying, we might want to say Cole Hudson should be a Montreal Canadien. But yeah, no, legit though, I do want the Canadiens to get at least one or two more offensive players. So yeah. My voice is already almost gone. By the way, not almost gone, but my voice is like, it's slowly gonna start cracking throughout the stream. I'm pretty sure. Maybe not like cracking like that, but like it's gonna start. It's like, we're gonna see this. It's gonna be breaky. I think. Hurry up, August, so we can see what the Sens fans call their team cup contenders. That is true, Sens. We can see that in August. That is true. They're a young team. They don't look stale. Exactly, Salty. They don't look stale at all, dude. And honestly, I don't want to just say this after 2 games because it's the first 2 games and we're excited. But genuinely, Lane Hudson looks like he is reinvigorating that team. He is giving them a new life. And this is for a team that's already looking extremely exciting into next year. Dude, imagine Lane Hudson, and he's probably going to win the Calder next year. In my mind right now, Lane Hudson is easily the front runner for the Calder next year. And if the Canadiens have a big year, I don't want to say it, but Lane Hudson might have potential to be in contention for the Norris if he puts up good numbers. I'm not gonna say that 100% he will be, but if there's a big year for the Habs, Lane Hudson might get consideration for the Norris. Maybe even Mike Matheson. I actually think this year, if teams look at Mike Matheson as, holy shit, where did he come from? He might get a couple votes. I don't think he's going to be in top 3. When you find out the top 3, you're going to see Mike Matheson. But I think there might be a couple votes for him just based off of, holy shit, he had this big improvement, and vote him. I think we might get some of that, but yeah, I'd be surprised if he gets a first place vote, but I'll be happy if at least one of the voters gives him a first place vote. I'll be happy with a top 3 vote. That means Mike Matheson is one of the top 10 defensemen in the NHL, which he is points-wise. Or he might be 11 now, but either way, shout out Mike Matheson. I'm excited for the playoffs team with the Habs not in. Jack, me too, honestly. This is a playoffs where it's very unpredictable. I know we say that every year, but genuinely, this is a year where you can make contention. You can make an argument for 13, 14 teams to actually win the cup and go on a big run. You can make contention for a lot of teams that are in the playoffs this year. Now, big question, who to go for in the first round of the playoffs? Joe, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to answer that right now because I don't want to spoil my picks for the playoffs. However, if you want excitement and fun, you got to go for Florida and Colorado. That's all I'm going to say. Yzerman, yeah, no, Salty, I completely get being worried about his overall game, but I like Cole Yzerman, I think he's got potential. Plus, also, if we draft Cole Yzerman and Cole Hudson, we'd have 3 Coles on the team, and I think it'd be hilarious. Mr. 1000 Crosby, yes, indeed. Hugh, Mr. 1000, too bad he won't ever get to 1,000 goals. Sid and Ovi, old head, still putting up numbers. Yes, indeed, they are, Hugh. I will argue if the Penguins had made the playoffs, Sid should have been in contention for the Hart, maybe even win it, but unfortunately, it wasn't meant to be. Oh, yeah, Salty. If Macklin makes the NHL, I think it's definitely going to be Macklin and well, it depends. If somehow the Canadiens win the draft lotto and get Macklin Celebrini, which one do you vote for the Calder then? If they do both make the team next year, which, honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if Celebrini plays another... it wouldn't surprise me if Celebrini plays another year in college if the Canadiens draft him, because I think they're going to be very smart with how they handle his development. I think they'd want him to play that other year and then come up. Plus, it would also mean that 2 Calder trophies to the Canadiens. Love to see that. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Celebrini ends up being a huge huge nominee for the Calder. I think it's going to be Celebrini and Hudson though, number 1 and 2 for sure. Maybe not that exact order. You know what I mean? So yeah. Must keep Matheson. I agree, Jeff. Absolutely got to keep Mike Matheson. You know, and I saw that. I forget if it was Trig Wilson or if someone else did a you know, I think that it's I think what he did. There was an article, like I said, I forget if it was by Trig or who it was by. They were mentioning that most teams that end up winning the cup have at least 2 to 3 veteran defensemen, which is why the Habs might end up keeping Matheson, Savard, and trading some of the younger guys, which I'd have no issue with. I'd have no issue if we end up having to get rid of a Jaden Struble or I'm trying to think, because there's no way that you don't have Hudson, Reinbacher, Gooley, Jack-Eye in your top 4. But at the same time, can you really get rid of Logan Mailloux? I don't know if you can. I like Logan Mailloux, but yeah, I think it'd be funny if the Canadiens kept Matheson, Savard, traded out again a guy like a Struble. I think it'd be hilarious because it would be, you know, so many Twitter quote-unquote Hab fans melting down because, oh, you got to get younger. That's how you're going to win the cup. And it's like, clearly you don't just win by being young. You got to have a couple vets on the team. So, yeah. Sounds I acknowledge it might be glazing Matheson just a little bit, but I mean, I'm just saying, I think that with recency bias and how good Matheson has been recently, I think he could get into the top 10 votes just because by points-wise, I think he's 10 or 11. So teams might look at him and saying, oh, Matheson came out of nowhere. Give him a couple votes. So I think that might be the case. But Hudson will win at least 3 Norrises in his career, and I'm calling that right now. Joe, yes, Galley must have found a way to turn the age clock back for sure, man. He must have. He absolutely must have found a way. Because Galley has actually looked fairly decent the last 10 games. He's not been to fault for plenty, for many of the goals against, which is ironic because he was on the ice. That line was on the ice for apparently all 4 of Detroit's goals in regulation. But I didn't find many issues with those goals, so that's actually pretty nice. Yeah, exactly, Sophie. Like you said, the Habs have prospects that the Habs have prospects that I think every NHL team would want. You know, Lane Hudson, Logan Mailloux, David Reinbacher, Joshua Waugh, Sean Farrell. The fact that we get basically Alexis Lafreniere, and Lafreniere was drafted first overall, and we got Joshua Waugh in the 4th round, I think is hilarious. So, yeah, Habs easily have a top 3 prospect pool. Dude, I was looking at that Klinkster, that dude on Twitter, the Klinkster, whatever his name is, he's a retarded Red Wings fan. This dude was saying that the Wings have a top 3 prospect pool. And I think it's hilarious. Oh, okay, boys. So, Eric Engel, by the way, as of 19 minutes ago, Juraj Slafkovsky is going to play at the Worlds. So, there we go. So, we've already confirmed that Cole Caulfield is playing for America. Juraj Slafkovsky will play for the Worlds. That's exciting. I like that, actually. Wow. That's pretty damn awesome. Let's go, baby. Shout out Juraj Slafkovsky. He's going to get time at the Worlds. Let's go. Where am I? Sorry. If Galley's to play like that next season, look at other teams. I mean, Joe, I don't know if Gallagher's the guy you got to look out for on the Canadiens, but I mean, yeah, I think having him as a 3rd-line winger is going to be exciting. If anything, I honestly believe that at this point, you have to look at Brendan Gallagher and how he played down the stretch, and you got to look at trying to trade him, honestly. And I don't say that because I hate Gallagher, but genuinely, if he can't do this next year, he's going to be a paperweight again. He goes from looking like a huge pylon to being, you know, he's a little overpaid, but he plays well. You know, that's how he looks in the last 10, 15 games of the season. And if you can get a 3rd-round pick for that, I think you go for that. I think you need all the cap space you can to re-sign Caden Gooley and Arbor Jack-Eye, who I believe are officially pending RFAs now. I believe so. Let me look at the Canadiens cap-friendly right now. So, yeah, so heading into next year, Pearson's a UFA, he's leaving. Ullinen, I'd have no issue if they don't re-sign him. Colin White's gone. Yeah, so it's Justin Barron, Arbor Jack-Eye. Chris Weidman's also a free agent. Okay, it's Gooley next year that's a pending free agent, or RFA. Right now it's Justin Barron, it's Arbor Jack-Eye, Jesse Ullinen, And then if you want to go to Laval, it's Elias Anderson, Matthias Norlinder, and like that's it. So not many big name free agents. However, next year is going to be huge. Juraj Slafkovsky, Harvey Pinard, if you want to mention him, Michael Pezzetta, David Savard, Jordan Harris, Jaden Struble, Caden Gooley, and Caden Primo all are coming off the books. So that's going to be huge for the Montreal Canadiens, re-signing guys. So yeah. I think that if you can trade Gallagher, go for it. But yeah, I'd have no issue if as long as he can play relatively well. I don't expect him to put up point per game like he's been, I think, the last 10 games of the year. But if he can put up, a decent 40, 50 point pace, I'll be happy with that. I'll be happy with 20 goals, 40 points. He still might be overpaid, but I'll be happy with 20 goals, 40 points. I'll be happy with that. Glasses Harry looks like a villain. Hugh, you're kind of right a little bit. A little bit. We'll see how Eiserman does with the U18s. That is true, Salty. He is going to the U18s. I'm excited for those. That is more hockey in the summer, by the way. The U18s, I think, are in June. And then the World Championships, of course. That's going to be exciting. I'm hoping that Suzuki plays in them this year. I'm hoping Monty plays in them, because that would be exciting to see Montembeault. Who would, though? 1,000 goals. Nobody has that, right? 896, I think, is the record for Gretzky. I think. I know it's somewhere in there. It's like 894. I think it's 894. Ovi will be setting the record, though. And honestly, if he wanted to play until 45, I'd have no doubt that he'd hit 1,000 easily, though. Is Laval making the playoffs? Ryan Bacher needs experience. Jeff, I think that's why we called it Mailloux, is because Laval is basically out of it. I'm pretty sure that's why we called it Mailloux when we did. I hope we buy out Petrie's junk ass and do something about Hull. Yeah, Salty. As far as I can tell, Hull wasn't even playing tonight. Petrie being bought out after being traded because he wanted to be in Detroit, I think, would be fucking hilarious. And hopefully it does happen. That'd be great to see. Crosby should win the Hart anyway. Bro did everything he could and then some to get the Pens to the playoffs. I agree, Sons. I mean, I think it's hilarious that Crosby played his first healthy year in like a decade last year, and the Pens missed the playoffs, and I believe he was relatively healthy. I think he only missed a game or two this year, and they still missed the playoffs. So apparently, Pens fans, weirdly enough, need to be hoping Crosby gets injured for some time next year, because apparently that's how they make the playoffs, is by Crosby being hurt for some part of the season. Crosby's better than any Hab. Hugh, last time I checked, Nick Suzuki's made a cup final more recently, and he's a better two-way forward. Crosby is carrying our bum asses. That is true, Hugh. Habs actually have two good scoring lines, though. I would say Matheson to the Isles for one reason alone. Kim's reaction would be glorious. Suns, yes, it would be, dude. Like, the reaction she had when Johnny Boychuk retired, times that by, like, 3. It'd be some shit like, well, imagine, like, why would you trade for the guy who ended Johnny Boychuk's career? Like, that's so disrespectful to the guy who's going to be our future GM. The even more hilarious thing would be if Johnny Boychuk is the GM by the time they trade for him. Sons. That would be even funnier. I hope Steve drafts Brenseg Nygaard if he's available. Salty, you know what? That would make me hate the Red Wings even more, because that's one more name that I don't know how to pronounce. Glasses Harry is snarky. I don't like him. Hey, well, you know what? Yeah, there we go. Prospects mean nothing if you don't win cups. Well, I guess that's why the Penguins don't have prospects then. Top 8 prospect pool. You know what, Salty? I think that's fair to call the Red Wings a top 8 prospect pool. Top 3, no. But top 8, definitely. I think Wallstrom does a lot of heavy carrying, though. Wallstead, not Wallstrom. Wallstrom, I don't think is even a goalie. Who's Wallstrom? Is there a Wallstrom that I'm thinking of? Because I know it's Jesper Wallstead. No. Wallstead's kind of in Minnesota. Detroit has Sebastian Cossa. Okay, never mind. I'm just kind of stupid, boys. Pair Jack-Eye with Hudson. He needs a guy to protect him. Honestly? Oh, Oliver Wallstrom. Thank you, Salty. That's who I was thinking of. Honestly, I'm fine with doing Hudson and Savard next year. I think that if you want to go with Hudson and Jack-Eye, I think either way, Jack-Eye needs to transition to the right side. But honestly, or Gooley, because I know both guys can play both sides. I'm completely fine if we want to go next year with Matheson, maybe Matheson and Jack-Eye. But then that becomes the issue is you have 3 great defensive pairings. Who takes that third pairing role? Because you've got Matheson with, say Matheson Mailloux. You have Hudson Savard, and then you pair Gooley with Struble, for example. Or say maybe you go Matheson Gooley. Hudson Savard, and then Struble Jack-Eye. Like, okay, that's obviously your third pair. Like, it's a very solid 3 pairings on defense. I'm just interested in how you would make that completely work. I'm interested in that, though. Yes, Slav, get ready, World Championships. Indeed, NCAA, dude. Get ready for the World Championships. I mean, Hugh, I don't know if you want to call some of the greatest goalies of all time, Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek, and Billy Smith bums, but I mean, yeah, Crosby, I think that Crosby could be considered better because he actually played defense. You know, he actually was able to win a cup without needing Mark Messier to carry his bitch ass through the playoffs. And yeah, I do agree that for the most part, today's goalies are light years skilled. I do feel like the top of the top in the 80s and 90s was definitely a lot more pronounced. You know, it was clearly Waugh and Hasek and Billy Smith and not that they all played at the same time, but you know, it was those top guys, and then it was like backups that were being starters. You know, Grant Fuhr was a good starter as well in those days, but you know, indeed, in today's like it's like a good backup would be a fantastic starter in the 80s or the 90s. You know. At least that's how I believe, you know. Which is also to say, I believe that Mario Lemieux is the greatest hockey player of all time, personally, because I believe Lemieux is the greatest. No, but I do believe that Mario Lemieux is the greatest, because look at his numbers he put up during the dead puck era. This motherfucker was goal per game the year he had cancer, I'm pretty sure. This dude put up 170 points, I'm pretty sure it was, the year this motherfucker had cancer. Like, this dude retired for 3 years. Came back and fucking acted like he never left, basically. Salty, yeah, Weidman's hockey career is over, unfortunately. I don't even think we know what happened to him. We know that he was going to be out to start the year. We thought he was just going to miss the first couple weeks. He didn't play a single goddamn game this year. I genuinely no clue what happened there. Jeff, I think it's one more year for Fowler at BC, definitely. I think it's one more year for Fowler at Boston College, and then I think he turns pro. I'd have no issue if Jacob Fowler were to be signed and then played in Laval next year. But I do think it should be one more year at BC, then go to Laval, and then the year after that, he's probably in Montreal, honestly. I could see that happening. Okay, Hugh, no, that's not true whatsoever. Pat Maroon is more skilled than 90% of the old players. No, that is not true at all. He's a fourth liner now. He'd maybe be a third liner in the 80s or the 90s. No shot. No shot you think that. Oh, Salty, the U18s begin on the 25th. Okay, shit. That's going to be really fun to watch then. Fuck. NHL playoffs and the U18s. And then the World Championships. I think go on while the finals are on, I think. So that's going to be very fun. Sun's saying that Wallstrom is dead. That's kind of funny. Salty, dude, I hope the Panthers beat the Bolts as well. They deserve it, dude. 2 straight years of losing to them in the playoffs. Well, 2 straight years, and then last year they didn't have to face them. But 2 straight years of facing them and losing. This year they deserve it. They deserve to win. They deserve to win. Yeah, Lemieux thinks he's Roman Reigns. That is true, Sons. Jeff, yes, I do feel bad for the fans of the Red Wings. Some fans of the Red Wings. I feel bad for Mickey Redmond. I feel bad for Chris Osgood and Larry Murphy as well. I sometimes will listen to their broadcasting booth. I fucking love Mickey Redmond. I think he's one of the best homers in the NHL. Osgood and Murphy are like you said, they're class X for sure. I feel bad for those guys and some of the fan base. I feel bad for Daniel Sprong. She said no, and there's one other guy as well. And Ben Sherratt. I feel bad. Not Ben Sherratt. Lucas Raymond. That's who I feel bad for on the wings. So it's unfortunate that they didn't make the playoffs for those guys. However, for the rest of the league, we are all currently. Well, Larkin's a piece of shit. But for the rest of the fan base, I fucking love Jackie Redmond. We're not talking about Jackie Redmond, Sons. We're talking about Mickey. However, in regards to the rest of the Red Wings, currently the rest of the NHL is currently acting like. You're supposed to be a playoff team. I had to play that one again. I'm sorry, boys. I don't know how loud that was, but I apologize. Well, I mean, Salty, did you not see the slew foot he had on Lane Hudson early in the first period? Just realized I never told you about Ottawa. That they shut out the Bruins tonight and they cost themselves the 5th overall pick or whatever the Canadiens have right now. So I forget. I think it's 6th they have right now. It's 6th, but they can follow the 5th if Arizona wins tomorrow. Unless it was something else, NZA. But yeah, what'd you have to tell me, my good Sertorino? Oh, let's go. TBC also joined. Let's go, baby. Macklimbo Backland. Let's go. W Clip Harry. Thank you, Sons. Oh, yeah, by the way, guys, credit to our very own Sons of Liberty for the clip that I keep showing, the Red Wings laughing clip. Ha 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 ha. That clip. Shout out to Sons for clipping that. He's the reason that I'm using that one. So, yeah. Big shout out to our very own Sons of Liberty for that clip. Thank you very much, Sons. Appreciate it. So 40 minutes in, I think we've done enough small blabbering. Of course, you guys want to put comments in the chat. I will obviously read them. No problem whatsoever. How we do this, if any of you guys are new here, is we go through the lines for both teams. I think Habs could drop in Arizona. Yes, Joe, it's if Arizona gets a point or if they win. If they get a point going to extra time, or if they win, the Canadiens get 5th in the draft lottery. So yeah, you are right. They could drop if Arizona loses an OT, or if they win in general, they get 5th overall due to the Canadiens. But how we do this, if you're new here, again, if we go through the stats for the Canadiens, I give my little game summary, recap, and analysis. And then I give the stats for the Canadiens, the literal final stats for the Canadiens for this year. And then we are out of here. And then the Montreal Canadiens have officially wrapped up their season. The game was amazing. It felt like a Habs game, though, with all the Habs fans, and they were booing the players during the play-ins, the players during the intro, which was really funny, and the Habs goals were amazing. They were booing the players during the intro. I could imagine, NZA, I could imagine. I'm sure it was actually pretty fun about being in Ottawa. I can imagine that was a very, very fun experience. I can imagine that it was probably louder for the Habs goals than it was for the Sens goals. So, to me, I think that's pretty funny. And I'm happy that you enjoyed yourself, and I'm glad the Habs goals were amazing, my good sir. Great to see progression. Absolutely, my good sir. Great to see progression in the Montreal Canadiens. Hoping that next year is more of the same. Hopefully we have a fully healthy Doc. Or not fully healthy, because I think he's still going to miss the first couple of games of the season. But hopefully a mostly healthy Doc. Hopefully we do get a fully healthy Doc or mostly healthy Doc. Lane Hudson winning the Calder. Just a progression from the top 6. Good production from the bottom 6. Monty and Primo played like they played for a good portion of the season. Hopefully we do get more progression for next season. It is hot here in Canada as well. Not as hot as it is in America, but today it was like really hot for some reason. The past couple days it's been hot. I'm hoping it's not like this tomorrow, because I'm supposed to head up to Ontario with a relative. So yeah, Philly pulled, so Detroit lost. Nick, yes, basically that's what happened. Play guitar. Here, this is actually not a guitar. This is a lap steel guitar. It technically is a guitar, but it's a lap steel, which I cannot play yet. I've not started. I just got it from when we were moving one of my relatives into their new place. I ended up getting this, so yeah, I could once I start learning it, I'm gonna be able to play this for you boyos. Don't know if I will, or if I'm just gonna keep this as a more hidden talent. And I don't know. Here's the funny thing. I probably actually could play real guitar with this if I really, really wanted to. But yeah. So it's a lap steel. I got that, and then down there, that's a Guitar Hero guitar that I gotta try out if I can get a dongle for it. So please stay. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. And where can I find the list of players going to the Worlds? I have no clue, Joe. All I know, I'm assuming what had happened is Slaf revealed that in his post-game interview. That's what I would assume with the media for the last game. That's what I would think happened. But it wouldn't surprise me if because Eric Engel is an insider, so he probably got word that, hey, wait, what the fuck? Oh shit, my speakers are about to come on, aren't they? Yep, they are. Oh shit, sorry boys. But yeah. But yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if Eric Engels, because he's an insider, got a little bit of an exclusive word that Slaf was going to be attending. But I'm pretty sure there's the website where you can find the who's going to the Worlds. Two very bad things happened in Bell Center in back-to-back days. Red Wings won and Sami Zayn won. Keep yourself safe, Sons. Not a good 2 days, NZA, unfortunately. Yeah. There's a booth with Sens jerseys that you could put letters for a special message. I tried putting Wi-Fi owns the Sens, but when the guy saw it was a half set, he said, no way. Oof, NZA. Shit, that sucks, man. Why do Bruins fans flex their series win against Toronto, basically the Leafs of the second, third round? Well, to be fair, it's funny to have the Bruins owning the Maple Leafs like that, because we own the Bruins and the Leafs, so you gotta give them somebody. Sens a Montreal wildcard next year. Montreal, yes. Sens, if they trade Brady Tkachuk and get a good captain, then yeah, potentially. Well, to be fair, thank you, Sens. I agree. To be fair, Habs have high hopes for Tuck. Jeff, I don't know if it's high hopes. I think the expectation is that he becomes a good fourth line grinder, maybe a third liner if we're lucky. But I don't think really all that much is thought of Tuck. I don't think that we really have I should say expectations for each player. I think that we want them to make their own expectations. So I think that we are expecting Tuck. We hope Tuck can eventually become a second line guy, for example, if he progresses that way. But I do think that we have realistic knowings for players. But yeah, like Salty said, Tuck's a bottom six guy. If we're lucky, a third liner, probably a fourth liner. We might as well sign him just in case. Sons is telling me to check Twitter. Why am I kind of worried about needing to check the Twitters? Also, my mic is plugged in. I just realized I might not have had my plug in. What do you exactly want me to? Yeah, what do you guys want me to check? Sons, what do you want me to check? What am I doing, my good sir? Am I looking at Twitter? Oh God, you just tagged Michael Parsons. Which Twitter did the... Jesus. Thank you, Suds. I appreciate it, my good sir. The Boo-earns and the laughs up against each other in round one. Yes, Joe. I think it's confirmed that it's going to be the Bruins and the Leafs in round one. It's going to be the Lightning and the Panthers in the other Atlantic Division matchup. And then I don't think that the Metro is decided. Let me actually look up the standings again real quick, because I know I had them pulled up, but I closed them. But let me look to see what the Metro standings are supposed to be. Or the Metro... Oh no, that's confirmed as well. It's going to be Hurricanes, Islanders, and then Rangers, Capitals. So, if I'm being honest, if I'm keeping my eyes on one matchup in the first round, it's going to be Rangers, Capitals. Honestly, I think that would be a really, really exciting... I think that would be a really exciting pair of matchups for both teams. And then, yeah, in the West, do we have any of the matchups decided yet? I think just the Jets and Avs are decided. And then, technically it's confirmed, basically, that it's going to be the Predators against either the Stars or the Canucks. I think if the Stars lose their last game and the Canucks win both, I'm pretty sure they would get the first seed in the West. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so we only really have the one matchup confirmed, that being the Jets and the Avs, which, holy shit, imagine that. Harry, the Caps, oh, wait a minute, you're trying to get me to spoil. Yeah, maybe, Sons. I don't want to go for either. I mean, Joe, honestly, I'm going for the Bruins. Here's the thing. I'll be fine with either team winning. I'll be fine with the Bruins winning, because the memes live on, that the Leafs can't get past the Bruins. But if the Leafs win, I'll be happy for my best friend. So either way, I'll be happy. Obviously, my best friend takes precedent over memes, but I mean, I'll be fine with either team winning. Lindgren is annoying, Salty Wings? Dude, he kind of is, dude. He'll be great for 5 games and then horrible for 3. Or not horrible, but just really weird for 3. Yeah. As a Habs fan in Toronto, I'd like to know what Leafs fans in Montreal are feeling right now. I wish there was a fan of the Leafs in Montreal. I really wish there was one of those, so we could actually have that discourse, that conversation. Salty really Justice is playing that much better than Georgiev. Is that real? Because I know I was watching an Avs fan do a podcast the other day. I forgot which podcast it was, but they were saying how they would give Georgiev back to the Rangers for nothing, which is genuinely insane. Also, Avs fans, you not regret re-signing Darcy Kemper? Torts is the most evil man in NHL history for single-handedly eliminating 3 teams in one decision. Oliver, you know what? You're kind of not wrong there. I will say that. You are not wrong. Goaltending will be the downfall of Colorado. Suns, I really wish that you weren't wrong, my good sir. I really wish that you weren't wrong. I really wish that you were wrong, I should say, because I actually had the Avs going into this year. I will say this much. I had the Avs winning the Cup going into this year, and it's looking like they're probably not going to, more than likely. Unless Juices pulls a Darcy Kemper out of his ass, then, yeah. We're drafting goofy Belarusian goalies. Oof, salty. Primo needs to get better at handling long shots. Jeff, you know what? Yeah. Which, I will say this. The fact his glove hand is no longer an issue, I think is really good. I think the fact that it's now just handle long shots, which even then, I don't think you can even say he needs to handle long shots better. Because you look at the game-tying goal, there was a deflection, it looked like. 100% a deflection. And that first goal, that I hate loud, there was a deflection. I don't think that you can blame either of the long shot goals on Primo, because there were screens or deflections. There was stuff there that that led to those goals being scored and for different reasons. Than Primo just not being able to handle the long shots. Kemper isn't that good. Suns, how many Stanley Cups does Ilya Sorokin have? Boom. All right, let's get down to the start of the game recap, because we're probably going to be here for another hour and a half, let's be honest. The opening lines for the Canadiens were Caulfield, Suzuki, Slafkovsky, Gallagher, Newhook, Armia, Harvey, Pinard, Evans, Anderson, Pezzetta, Dvorak, Pearson, Matheson, Mailloux, Hudson, Savard, Struble, and Barrett were on the blue line. Hey, Joe, you gotta go. Thank you for coming by, my good sir. Much appreciated. Pat Maroon has more cups than Matthews. Yeah, and Pat Maroon is a better hockey player than Austin Matthews. What's your point, Suns? Caden Primo gets the start net for the Canadiens and the final game of the season. Sam Montembeault backs him up as he was given the start last night. Hey, Raymond, how's it going, my good sir? Joe heads out and Raymond comes in. Coincidence? I think so. But yeah. By the way, I do want to mention as well, Pezzetta only played 25 seconds tonight. He got one shift, he played the 25 seconds, and then he was done for the night. He did not return. It was an upper body injury. He was ruled out, unfortunately. And, yeah, unfortunately, he would be out. By the way, today's stream is sponsored by... No, I wish it was, but we did get some duo cards from Tim Hortons. So, shout out Tim Hortons. Love what they do with the hockey cards. I think they're incredible. I'll open those with my dad, and I'll report those on the next stream. Depending if we open them by next stream. We, literally, guys, sometimes we'll have fucking 30 packs we have to open before we end up opening them. Raymond, yes, indeed, we will get to that, my good sir. We will get to that. Lane Hudson, my god, dude. Yeah, Lane Hudson. This dude was nearly a third-round pick. This dude nearly fell to the third round. Your lights just flickered. Oh, well, hopefully out. Oh, shit. Lane Hudson, another point. Dude, yes, indeed, Raymond. We'll get into all of that. Believe me, my guy. Holy shit. Bedard's card, yes, is going for $12. I know he does have a card. I can actually look right now. Because I did get the book. It's right here. We did get the book as well. By the way, yes, these are shorts. I'm wearing boxes underneath. They just hike up. I don't know why. But we did get the book. Bedard is paired with, by the way, Caulfield and Doc are paired together. I like that. The pairing, I really hope there's a Yager pairing in here, by the way. That'd be really appreciated. Connor Bedard is paired with... Is this motherfucker not paired with anybody? Oh, Andreas Athanasiou. He is, he's paired with Andreas Athanasiou. Well, that's underwhelming. But yeah, so yeah. Harry isn't wearing pants. He's just wearing boxers and all this stuff. Yo, sons, you want me to show you? No, I'm not gonna obviously do that. No, but yeah, no. So, so yeah, we've got the hockey cards. We got the Tim's duos. We got the shit popping off, boys. Pat Maroon is better than Ovechkin, McDavid, Matthews, Price, Lundqvist, Thornton, Iginla, Ray Bourque, and the Sedin twins. Yeah, and Zia, what's your point? I forgot the rare shit in the time cards. I forgot the rare shit in the Tim's cards. It's like a Gretzky. Yeah, I know. I have them right here. I actually gotta take my glasses off because they're just kind of far. I know that there's just some autograph duo redemptions. There are Crosby and McKinnon duo autograph cards. Those are insane. There are some Matthew and Brady Tkachuk duo signed cards. And there is... Holy shit. There is a trip to meet Nick Suzuki and watch a Montreal Canadiens game. Does anybody have approximately $12 million that I can borrow? Approximately $12.5 million that I can borrow? Because I need to meet Nick Suzuki. I mean, and here's the thing. I need $12 million because to meet Nick Suzuki, it is 1 in every 6,551,200 packs. Which theoretically means there is a small but potential chance that in one of these packs, there's a trip to meet Nick Suzuki. There is that potential. Harry Race, look good in them glasses. Thank you, Raymond. I appreciate that, my good sir. You were the first person to compliment me on my glasses instead of saying I look like a nerd, you fucking bullies. But, seriously though, no, thank you, Raymond. I appreciate it. Please show us I'm an adult. There might be kids watching, sons. To be fair, if you're a kid watching, it's your own fault because I have my stream set to not for kids. Any plans for gaming streams? Yes, indeed, there is Wolverine. I talked about that last stream. And actually, by the way, I should say I did get work done on the gaming list that I had. I mentioned last game during the last recap. I didn't finish it though, so that's why it's not in the link in the description. I still have a lot of work to do. I still have all the NES games to chronicle. I have some work to do. Let's just say that. Harry looks like Undash and Cody. Sons, fuck you. Where do you buy the Tim's cards? I'm really glad they're not Kim's cards. Jesus. At Tim Hortons, obviously. No, but seriously, I buy them at Tim's. That's where you buy them, Salty. What Canadiens game? The season ended not even 2 hours ago. I don't think it's a Canadian. I'm assuming it means for next year. Yeah, I'm assuming it means next year. You can win a car. You can win gift cards. And, yeah. I'll be honest, I kind of want to open these now, but I want to wait to open them with my dad, because that's how we usually do them together. Is it online or not? Salty, I'm pretty sure it's in person, because it says... yeah, it says a trip to meet Nick Suzuki. Is it on? Oh no, Salty, you okay? I don't know if you can buy them online, but if you go in store, if you go to a Tim Hortons, you can buy packs of Tim's cards. They're $2 each. You get 4 cards in. However, if you buy a drink, they're $1 each. So there's a chance that tomorrow I might be walking out with 50 Tim's packs. I don't think I will be because I'm going to be trying some chicken. I'm going to be going to a thrift store, checking out an apartment, and yeah. So there's that. We'll be doing tomorrow. And I got to save a little bit of money too, so yeah. Salty, I don't know if it's in the US. I think it's only in Canada, unfortunately. I'm trying to look on the back. No purchase necessary. Open to residents of Canada. So yeah, the cards might be in America, but I know that the prizes unfortunately are only for Canadians. Trying chicken like you've never... Well, to be fair, sons, I've never had Mary Brown's chicken. Have you ever had brown chicken? That's got to be racist. So Salty, I don't know if being anti-American is racist, but I think that being pro-American is very racist. If you catch my drift. Who the fuck is Mary Brown? High quality, Mary Brown's is awesome. High quality is so excited. He didn't say that. He said, Mary Brown's in... he said, Mary Brown's in awesome. No, but high quality, yeah, dude. We're trying some Mary Browns tomorrow, or at least I am. The relative I'm going with up to Cornwall tomorrow, he's tried it. He said, I think he said it's the best chicken he's had, or some of the best chicken he's had. And yeah, but I'm not gonna guarantee anything, boys. But there's a minor chance I might film a little bit. I don't know if it's gonna be a vlog. I don't know if he's going to want to be on camera. If he doesn't, I'll just film just a little bit occasionally. But yeah, it's kind of a boys trip, so we're gonna be fucking. no, but seriously, we're gonna be finding some nice women. I'm gonna be filming a sex tape for my OnlyFans, which, by the way, I technically do actually have an OnlyFans. I don't use it, but there is technically a Harry Rice OnlyFans. I forget if it's is it OnlyFans is it what .com/ I think it's Harry Rice Hockey. I think that's what my OnlyFans is called. No. So is it Harry? Oh wait. My profile. Okay, so if you guys, I forgot what my banner was. So if you guys want to go to onlyfans.com/Harry Rice, you guys can follow me there. Will Mia Khalifa be there? I cannot guarantee that the Islamic will be there. Harry Diddy, Salty, shut the fuck up. No one's got to know. But oh, by the way, I missed Wolverine's comment. How long have you been collecting hockey cards? Without really knowing much about hockey since 2016, but really like being interested in cards, probably 2018, 2019. So I've been collecting for a good 5-6 years, officially collecting. But yeah, thank you for the question, Wolverine. I appreciate that. Tim's is racist, Salty. I agree. Yeah, I've had Mary Brown chicken. Let's go, Raymond. A lot better than KFC. I've actually never had KFC's chicken. I've had the popcorn chicken when I was a kid, and I liked it, but I haven't had it in a long time. Being pro-American is racist according to who? According to the left, Wolverine. Harry, you should high-key vlog. Bro, just said what I was typing. Sons, I'd consider it. Like I said, it depends on if he's, if the relative I'm going with, it depends if he's comfortable, if he wants to be on camera, if he's fine being on camera. If not, I'm not going to film, which even then, it's kind of unlikely that I will film, just because, like, I don't want it to be just like, hey guys, we're on this trip, we're going to Booga Booga Booga. But yeah, I don't know. There's a chance I might film, because keep in mind, it's an hour drive, so I still might do something where it's like, just film a little bit of the road or something, and I don't know. It depends if he wants to be on, if he's fine being on camera. If he is, I'll probably do a bit of vlogging. If he's not, then probably won't do much at all. But yeah, I'll probably do a little recap at the very least, because I'm probably gonna get some shit up there. Yeah, Dave's chicken is pretty good. Salty, is that? Oh wait, you're American, so I will look up what Dave's chicken is. Dave's chicken. Dave's hot chicken. Oh, that's in Ontario, actually. That is nowhere near where we're gonna be, I don't think. Yeah, there's some locations in New York. There's a couple in Ontario. Yeah, there's some in California. This is nowhere near where we're gonna be, unfortunately, Salty. The closest location is gonna be like a 4-hour drive from where we're already going to. Well, Thick Boy Harry's OnlyFans. That is true, Wolverine. Thick Boy Harry's OnlyFans. Oh, it's expensive though. If it's good chicken, it ain't. There is no such thing as expensive. Can't believe y'all lost 5-4 back to back at the same. Mr. Venus, I'm pretty sure we lost 5-4 in 3 straight games, because I'm pretty sure we lost that way to the Senators as well. Was the Senators our last game? I think it was. I know we lost. Yeah, we lost 3 straight games, 5-4. Which, I mean, hey, we lost 4 straight games in but I like it. Hey, let's go. There you go. I'm glad you like some good old fried chicken. I'm gonna stream. I don't know what we're doing, by the way. I don't know if we're going in to get the chicken. I'm assuming that's what we were doing. I don't think we're just going through the drive-thru. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be going in to try the chicken. But yeah. So we're gonna be eating some chicken tomorrow. I'm gonna be happy with the chicks. The opening lines for the Red Wings were DeBrincat, Larkin, Raymond, Perron, Comfort, Kane, Fabry, Kopp, Fisher, and Veleno, Zarnik, Sprong. Flyers blew what tiny chance at the playoffs they had. Mr. Venus, that is true. They did. They had that much of a chance, which is funny, because 3 months ago, it was like, oh yeah, Flyers are probably going to make it. If they get a goalie at the deadline, they'll be fine. I mean, they could even ride with Urson, and they're fine. And since then, it's just been fuck, and they've just had that decline. The Fisher line is ass. Honestly, with a guy like Robbie Fabry playing hockey, I think that's safe to say. Yeah, we're going to be having the Chicky Chicks. Suns, I'm going to call it the Chicky Chicks. I'm going to get into his car and be like, yo, insert relative's name. You ready to go have some Chicky Chicks? Oh, fuck me, boys. Fuck. Actually, please don't do that. I don't consent to anybody doing that to me. You're right about the Red Wings being overrated? That's what I said since day one. Seriously, though. Go back to the start of the year. I had them bottom of the division, but still. I said the Red Wings were going to miss the playoffs. I said that the Red Wings were massively overrated. So many people had them being in the playoffs. So many people had them top 3 in the division. Oh, the Red Wings should be a lock for the playoffs. Look at how much they improved the team. They got Patrick Kane. They're going to be a lock for the playoffs. They're guaranteed playoffs. Look at them now. Look at where they are. They're out. They're out of the playoffs. Salty. I saw so many Wings fans. Saying this team's locked for the playoffs. I saw so many insiders being like, the Wings could crack top 3. If they put everything together, they could be top 3. I had the motherfuckers missing. The goddamn playoffs from day 1. From WWE day 1 in January. Did Weidman officially retire? Did Chris Weidman actually fucking retire? Holy shit, that might be another thing I have to add to before the game. Yeah, holy shit. I'm seeing from Sportsnet. Wow. Holy shit, so Chris Weidman, boys. That's something we're going to have to talk about. Thank you for that, NZ. I appreciate that. Wings can munch my butt hair. Mr. Venus, me too, my good sir. Suns had the missing. I will give him that for sure. He absolutely has. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to read this article real quick. Holy shit. Okay. So, yeah, we'll get into that in a second with the before the game stuff. Sherratt Sider, Edmondson Petrie, and Mata Gashasper were on the blue line. James Reimer gets started net for the Wings the last game of the year. And Alex Lyon backs him up. He played in last night's game. Before the game, we got a couple things to note. The first thing, Chris Weidman, the Montreal Canadiens D, who's missed all of the season, he officially retires today. This was literally the last day of his contract, basically. The last day he can get paid for his contract. Yeah, he's retired, unfortunately. Apparently there was an injury to his back. Of course, he was drafted by the Ottawa Senators in 2009. He played a couple years in college and then got called up to the Bennington Senators, where I believe he won Defenseman of the Year one year. Played for the Senators for a couple years. He spent some time in other organizations. And I think he went to the he went to either the KHL or the Swiss League, something like that. And then signed with the Canadiens. He had that 1 year where he played great. Last year, unfortunately, just didn't click. And then this year, he's been out all year, so unfortunate for Chris Weidman. Best of luck to him in his retirement. Apparently, he is still dealing with back pain and is going to be still rehabilitating his back after his playing career is done. So yeah, my condolences to Chris Weidman for his playing career being over. But you know what? Hey, the dude played, I think it said 251 games in the NHL. He played 251 more games than anybody. Or I think it can't be games of the Canadiens. But either way, he played more games than any of us in the chat combined will get in the NHL. So, shout out Chris Weidman. He was on the team for that cup run, I'm pretty sure. So, shout out Chris Weidman. Luke Tuck has signed his 2-year ELC with the Montreal Canadiens. Shout out to Luke Tuck, the younger brother of Alex. Wolverine, yeah, I like Weidman as well. He had some defensive lapses, of course, but what defenseman doesn't? Best of luck to him, for sure, absolutely. And Mr. Bean, the only reason you don't completely hate the Wings because you like Little Caesars. I've never had Little Caesars, honestly. I should probably try them sometime. I don't like cheese or pepperoni, but weirdly, I feel like I would like pizza still. Oh, he was signed the season after. Okay, thank you, NZA, for the correction. Okay, so technically I probably shouldn't like Chris Weidman then because he joined for the dark years, but you know what? Still, props to him. Yeah, exactly, NZA. Yeah, that was the season he was in the KHL, the Swiss, wherever he was for that year. But, yeah. And also, we mentioned it live reaction during the stream last night. Logan Mailloux got the call up right after last night's game. He would make his NHL debut tonight. He was called up about 10 to 15 minutes 10 to 15 minutes after last night's game. And yeah, he'd make his NHL debut. Little seizures definitely hit when I was young, but it's mid for me. Oof, salty. I remember there's an Angry Grandpa video. Little seizures where they tried, sons, you can correct me on this. It was like pretzel crust pizza or something like that. It was like a pretzel crust pizza. And ever since I first saw that video, I wanted to try that because I fucking love pretzels. Fun fact, boys, right beside me, still, to this day, they've been here for a couple days. I've got a little bag of pretzels right here. I'm going to have a couple of them. Why? Because fuck you, I like pretzels, that's why. Okay, you know what? Maybe I'm not. There's like 2 of them that are really hard to bite through. There's so many big pretzels. Sorry, guys. That's the size of a normal pretzel. That's the one I was trying to bite into. Yeah. Have I tried dots? Salty. Are we talking about the we're talking about the Halloween candy dots? Because yeah, I've tried them when I was a little kid. I liked them. Yeah, the CC's Pizza Freakout Sons. Yeah. You'd not call them little seizures? I mean, Sons, here's the thing though. They're not stale. They actually taste pretty good. Pretzel dots? I've never heard of those, Salty. Let me look those up. Pretzel dots. What are pretzel dots? Oh, Dots pretzels. Dots pretzels? Dots homemade pretzels will make you rethink the entire... Those look fucking delicious. How much are they on Amazon? Because I might buy a bag or 2. Never mind. Them shits are fucking $40. That is for a fucking bag of pretzels? They're like balls. They are like balls, as Salty confirms. I know it's late, but I heard Vince... okay, Mr. Venus. Every time I think of Weidman, I think of the Uber incident in NCAA. You know what? Fair, because he was involved in that. Holy shit. Chicken Joy? What's Chicken Joy, Wolverine? Never heard of that. You had the pretzel pizza. It was pretty fire. Hey, let's go, Mr. Venus. Dude, dude, ever since I saw that Angry Grandpa video, which, by the way, does make me wonder, in some of the ones where they rate things, like, very well, it honestly makes me wonder, were they ever paid by these companies? Because you think about it. For example, the pretzel pizza. Pretzel crust pizza, that's what it was. You know, but you think about it. Like, with how well Angry Grandpa rated it, I don't know. They're like $10? Not on Amazon, they're fucking 30. Oh, fuck me, dude. Not like, you fucker, you guys know what I mean. Guys, I'm seeing this Aero chocolate bar on Amazon right now, and I really want to buy it. Fuck me. Am I really about to buy? Oh shit, dude. Guys, I have an Amazon gift card. Where'd I put my Amazon gift card? Oh shit, did I throw it out or did I use it? Fuck me, I might have thrown it out, actually. Shit, I'm gonna look for it then. Dude, genuinely, unironically, I might be about to buy 9 Aero bars. What happened to saving your money? Well, it's Amazon, dude. Sons, it's Amazon money. What the fuck am I gonna pay rent with Amazon money? I don't think I can. Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon professional shit poster. Yes, sons. Tell me your card info and I can buy it for you. Oh, thank you, Mr. Venus. I appreciate it. 555-555-5555. That'd be really funny if that actually worked. That'd be really funny. Pearson, Mailloux, and Struble are coming into the lineup for this game for Ulanen, Harris, and Kovacevic. So that's exciting. Logan Mailloux gets into the opening lineup for the face-off. Welcome to the NHL, kid. Habs press right off the draw. Wings, though, off a turnover, get a 2-on-0. Or, sorry, wings off a turnover. That's really simple. At least it's easy to remember. Exactly, Mr. Venus. The Wings, though, try to press and off a turnover. It's a 2-0 for the Habs. Slaf over to Caulfield, back to Slaf, and he just fans on the shot, unfortunately. Mailloux then eats a slew foot from Larkin from behind. There's no penalty. Wings get their first shot. They end up being 2-1 for the Habs 6 minutes in. Hudson tries to generate a good offensive burst. He tries to find Suzuki, but it gets turned over. Habs look for the lead early. I need your address too, of course. Oh, of course. 123 help me. Shout out Jontron. Slafkovsky ends up getting upended. The skate ends up getting in the face of Comfer. That was really scary. Thankfully, he doesn't need to rush off the ice. He would go off. Thankfully, would return. That was really good. I'm really happy that wasn't as scary as it looked. It looked like it cut him right near the eye, the eye area. Again, thankfully he came back, so hopefully it was just a little nick on the cheek, if anything. And yeah, good for JT Compher. Glad he came back. Yeah. It's salty, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was scary. It was weird because Slaf and the dude ran into each other, and the fucking skate just ends up coming up, and it just gets him. Yeah. Thankfully, it wasn't nearly looking like an Adam Johnson thing, but again, if it got him in the eye, that would have been fucking horrible. Thankfully, like I said, it looked like it was just a little nick in the cheek, maybe a slight cut in the cheek, but thankfully he would come back. So I think there's a lot of good there. It ended up being a lot better than it could have been. Wings end up pressing. There's some chances for the fourth line. Veleno tries to put one home. Shout out Joe Veleno, like him. Slafkovsky gets shoved down by Perron. There's no boarding call. Savard gets right in there to defend a teammate, and Perron doesn't want to fight. Caulfield does a nice hit on the wing along the boards. You love to see the big frame being used. Red Wings press. They get plenty of chances. Raymond has a good look on net. He tries to pick up where he left off last night. Which, by the way, if he had scored the first Wings goal of the game, would that have been a technical hat trick? Some of you guys are thinking, Harry, that's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Some of you guys are thinking, though. There we go. Wings press. Primo is making a couple stops. And the Habs end up scoring. Salty, yeah. He scored the tying goal last game. He scored the game winner. If you open the scoring this game, that's a technical hat trick. In my books, that's a hat trick. When you score 3 straight goals for your team, that's a hat trick. Suns, shut the fuck up, Harry. That's the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Shut the fuck up, Suns. Suns, you're an Islanders fan. I don't want to hear it from you. But the Canadiens score off a turnover. It ends up creating some good pressure. Alex Newhook gets his 15th of the year, a new career high for the 3rd straight year. His 100th career point as well. Gallagher and Logan Mailloux get the assist there. What the fuck does that have to do with anything? What the fuck does that have to do with anything? Suns, you know what it has to do with everything. Didn't you like the Islanders? Wolverine, I do like the Islanders. They're like my 3rd favorite team. But anytime I get to piss off Suns, I'm going to take that time to piss off Suns. I'm going to have that time to piss them off. I like the Islanders, but I will rag on them if it means pissing Suns off in a really funny way. Welcome to the NHL, Logan Mailloux. You have your first point in the National Hockey League. That is one more point than John Viveros. It's a 1-0 Habs lead. Very good find by Mailloux to spring a 2-on-1. Which is what leads to the goal. Gallagher finds Newhook. Very nice pass. Brendan Gallagher, by the way, in his last 2 games at this point has, I believe it's 4 points. I want to say he had a 3-point game last night. Canadiens press as the Wings slow down. There's a turnover right to Armia, but that's stopped by Reimer. Primo ends up nearly giving a puck away twice. Wings do press as a result, though. Both teams have a little bit of physicality, but not really pressing. Both teams are playing very conservative. What is the deal with Mailloux and Hot Tech Hockey? John does not like Logan Mailloux. Suns can describe it better if there's more to it. But from what I can tell, John just does not like Logan Mailloux. He does not like him for the conviction that he has a couple years ago, which is very funny. Logan Mailloux is a sex offender. Exactly, Suns. Dude, unironically, my glasses are a little bit wider. I'm that emoji right now, like. I'm trying not to get the glare. There we go. A fucking course, exactly, NCA. Just a reminder, the same dude probably likes Semyon Varlamov. The Wings end up tying it off of, admittedly, and unfortunately, very bad pass by David Savard. Mo Sider has a shot that looks like it's tipped on the way in, because the angle it takes, it goes from like here and it's up. It's not really a progression up, so it looks like it was tipped. It might have gone off an own hab, honestly. But Mo Sider looks to have tied the game up. I say looks because I still don't know if it was his goal or if it was tipped by a wing. But Mo Sider, right now, I'll say, gets the goal. He ties it with 1:30 in the first. Habs immediately look to regame. El Murder. He was found innocent, you bozo. Well, you know what? Who wasn't, sons? Casey Cizikas, if I remember correctly. Now I gotta look this up to confirm if I was right or not. Okay, yeah. You know who wasn't found innocent, sons? Casey Cizikas, you bitch. El Murder, Kahnawake, oh yeah, Wolverine. He's a snowflake, dude. He is absolutely a snowflake. Absolutely. Exactly, but no, people cannot get things past him. Exactly, NCA. Like, here's the funny thing. And like, by the way, I don't rag on Casey Cizikas because he's a murderer. We're past that. I'm just ragging on Sons again. But legitimately, yes, but Cizikas kill. Yes, he does, Sons. Yes, indeed. But the thing, I can't fucking speak now. The thing with Mailloux, yes, what he did was fucking stupid. What he did was bad. It's not as bad as everybody believes that it is. And I people are going to take that out of context, I know. But people do not understand what happened. Trig Wilson talked about this in an incredible way on the Habs podcast. If you guys want to go check that out, link in the description. But to paraphrase in a way, what Logan Mailloux did was not qualified as a sex crime where he was convicted. It was, I believe it was something like, it wasn't fucking exposure. It wasn't a sex crime per se. It was something, I literally just had it on my fucking mind. I had it on my mind, like, what it was technically. He took a picture of the girl he had sex with from the shoulder upwards. You didn't see any of this. It was shoulder upwards. That's what the picture was. And he shared that with his friends. It was, like Salty said, a dumbass decision. It was stupid. Absolutely. To share that picture around. But he has gone past that. He has done more than what was asked of him. The victim forgives him. To anybody in the hockey community that still refuses to forgive Logan Mailloux, grow the fuck up. The kid has more than made up for his mistake. The victim fucking forgives him. If Mailloux's victim forgives him, you do not have a right to say if you forgive him or not. If the victim forgives him, you do not have the right to feel, you are not entitled to forgive him or to not to. That is purely up to the victim. You are not a victim for Logan Mailloux playing hockey after what he did. If the victim forgives him, you should not say a fucking thing. You know? That's just the way I see it. I think people are being incredibly selfish when they're looking at the Logan Mailloux case and just saying, "Oh, he's a criminal. He shouldn't be playing. He shouldn't be playing. He should be playing in the NHL." Look, goddamn, Mr. Bean. Sons, that is true. It's not as bad as Brock Lesnar's reaction for urine pictures, and then calling the girl a dirty bitch or whatever he said. People compare the Logan Mailloux situation with the Mitchell Miller one, but what Mitchell Miller did was, not arguably worse. It was like Salty said, much worse. And yeah, Salty, definitely you got to be careful with the situation for sure. And speaking about it, like I said, Trig spoke about it in a much better way. Please check that out. That's not meant to be like a plug for the podcast. Just genuinely, on the episode we had Trig on, he explained it a lot better. Please check it out, or reach out to Trig on Twitter. He might explain it if you want. If you ask him very nicely, maybe. But yeah, Mitchell Miller bullied a handicapped black kid. I want to say he had a mental capacity of like an 8-year-old. I think that's what it was. He bullies this kid. Shows zero remorse for it. Gets drafted by Utah. Then, rights are revoked. And the fucker gets signed by the Boston Bruins. And he's, after what he did. These two situations are not at all comparable. What Mitchell Miller did was far worse. What was it again? Mitchell Miller pissed on like a fucking ring pop and made the kid that he was bullying lick it. That alone is fucking 10 times worse than what Logan Mailloux did. Not to mention everything else he allegedly did. To be fair, how do we know Brock knew the girl was forced to have sex with him? We don't, Mr. Venus. We really don't. What do you think about the Trevor Connolly situation? Salty. There's like so many of these, unfortunately. Which one was the Trevor Connolly situation? I gotta look this one up. Oh, yeah, he's the dude who said the N-word, right? He's the one who said, he said the N-word. I think, right? Trevor Connolly controversy. Oh, no, he's the one who posted the photo. Okay, so he's the guy who posted a photo on Snapchat, his teammates sitting next to the building blocks assembled in the shape of a swastika. Honestly, the dude was 16. He's a fucking moron for it. He did say the N-word also, apparently. For me, I think, I'll say this, I'll speak on this in two manners. With swastika stuff, he's a fucking idiot. He probably is not a goddamn Nazi, though. It was probably just being an edgy 16-year-old and just, oh, how funny, we made building blocks of the shape of a swastika, haha, isn't that funny? It's probably one of those. It's fucking stupid, yes. And he probably realizes, oh shit, yeah, that was kind of dumb of me to do. For the N-word thing, I believe it depends on the context it was used. And I know this might be an unpopular opinion. I believe it's in the context that it was used. If he said it in hard R, yeah, no. That is disgusting. Should not be allowed to be playing in the NHL if he were to ever make it to that level. If he's saying it in terms of, like, you know, what up my N-word, or if he's saying it rapping along to a song, I see no issue there whatsoever. Personally, I see no issue there. Exactly, Salty. He's very polarizing, this draft. I can tell just by the two things that we're mentioning. I know there's, like, some scouts who I think have him first round, I think, and some that have him, like, falling off completely, I think, because of the controversy. Is he... Yeah, he has to be this draft. He's an 06 guy. I mean, actually, most of the consensus that I'm seeing has him around 13 to 20, so... 13 to 25, so... The guy could, honestly... He probably will end up getting drafted in the first round still. I think the N-word is only bad in the way it's used. Exactly. What up my N-word? Well, it's a little Dicky quote. It's a little Dicky. It's a little Dicky thing. He said it to an opponent and it left the kid shock. I don't know how credible it is, though, because he was never guilty of it. Okay. See, that's weird, then. Because at that point, you have to go off hearsay. And at that point, you got to think about it in two manners, as if the guy who said he said it knew of the swastika controversy and was trying to get him in trouble, or if he actually did say it, but there just wasn't enough to actually find him guilty of it, I guess you could say. And it's not really, can't really sue over that anymore, I don't think, but yeah, exactly. I don't know how credible it would be. If it is legitimate, then yeah, no. Again, it depends on the manner he's saying it. If it's hard R, yeah, no. But if he's saying it with the A, even if it's in, like, a mocking manner, like, I feel like that's not even really that bad, you know? Which, I get how bad that might sound, but you guys gotta know, you guys gotta know, at that point, like, the word has been so watered down within the last 20 years, I feel like. So, yeah. Yes, Mr. Venus, and Danny Brierson pushed that disabled girl's wheelchair down the stairs, and then I'm pretty sure he was made to pay for any damages, right? Or pay for a new chair. Which is a good thing to do. Or that the making him pay for it was the good thing to do. That's what I mean to say. Fucking hell, I don't want to get myself canceled. But yeah, no, I think that sucked as well. obviously, you know, comparing, oh, he just did this one stupid thing to potential racism and potential, you know, literal abuse. You know, I mean, two of these things are worse than the other, you know? And then we get into literal rape with the 2018 World Junior scandal. I mean, what else is there to say aside from what everybody else has said? If these guys are found guilty, fuck them. They don't deserve to be in the NHL. They never should have been. And hopefully they end up rotting. And if somehow, I guess, technically best case scenario is that they are all innocent and it was all made up, I guess. But if it is found to be, you know, it wasn't an actual thing that happened, or, you know, one or two of them, one of the guys, because I know there was one player who was apparently walked in, saw what happened, and just walked out, didn't engage with it, but just didn't tell anybody. I don't know if that's one of the players that they named, if they're technically being found a part of this. I don't know what's going on with that. But if, again, I don't know if it can be proven this, or if it's proven that it actually did happen. They were just trying to find the players who did it. But I don't know. If they did it, they're all pieces of shit, and they're fucking garbage that need to rot. If any of them are, if one of them is just the player that just left and didn't engage with it, but didn't say anything, it was stupid. I agree, but I feel they should not be held to the same standard as the guys who actually committed the rape, in my opinion. Mr. Venus, he played for my local NCAA, NAACP, the NCAA hockey team, Mercyhurst. Are you talking about the "guh"? Saying "guh" version is not as bad as saying the Yes, Wolverine, that's what I'm saying. Saying the "guh" is not as bad as the That is that is what I'm saying, Wolverine. Yes, indeed. Giroux grabbed a cop's ass. I did not know about that, Salty, actually. That must have been really blown under the rug. But, shit. Apparently he was an asshole according to some parents, but others he wasn't. That just feels like, you know, I like this kid, I don't like this guy, so I'm not gonna, like, respect him or whatever. That feels like more like that type of thing. I kind of want them to be guilty just because if they're innocent, then they're innocent and have their lives. That is true, Mr. Venus. I mean, like, as fucked up as that sounds, like, they do have their lives ruined regardless if they're innocent or not. But yeah, if they're guilty, then it's like, oh, well, at least justice was found to the victim, you know? It's like, Connolly went through a lot of junior teams too. Okay, then he might have a little bit of an attitude issue then. Unless it's just teams souring on him because of the swastika thing. And that's why he did keep getting traded, but yeah, there definitely is some shit there, and I think the one thing that we can confirm is that Trevor Connolly will not be drafted by the Montreal Canadiens at the draft. Oh, it was before the whole thing, really. It's how cancel culture. It's how cancel culture works. If you're innocent, doesn't matter. You cooked exactly. He was on the Junior Sharks once. Was he really salty? That's kind of fun. No, I'm not gonna eat all these. Don't worry. Well, not all at once, at least. I will eat them. But, yeah, I'm just pulling them out to get them ready. But, yeah. I just hate the situation that 2018 happens. Exactly, Wolverine, but it only gets investigated, 6 years later. I hate that as well, you know. 2003, apparently there was a rape that happened there. That got swept under the rug very quickly. Fucking Mike Ribeiro. Don't lie, you eating them all? No, sons, I'm eating them all, but I'm just not eating them all at once. I wish Cutter... Mr. Venus, that's not nice. That's not nice to say, my guy. That's not nice to say, my good sir. Mr. White, that's not wise. What was I about to look up? Yeah, Mike Ribeiro. He got accused of raping somebody. Or is it convicted? Oh, okay, so actually, what happened is, in 2014, Ribeiro faced charges from a former nanny that he forcibly sexually assaulted her, and in 2017 he settled the case, which means that, yeah, he did that shit. Oh, so Mr. Venus, firstly, I just realized, thank you for changing your profile picture to me. I appreciate that. He looks greasy. Yes, he does, Salty. That Trevor Connolly does seem a little greasy. But a little bit of my Flyer fan came out. Yes, indeed it did. You fuck. Stop giving me hard pretzels. And then this year, Ribeiro went on trial for 2 counts of sexual assault and a count of attempted sexual assaults, which apparently had happened in 2021. He was found not guilty on 2 counts, And the third, apparently, it deadlocked the jury, which resulted in a mistrial. So, your pick's as good as mine if he did that one or not, but he at least did one, so. So, yeah, that sucks. But, you know, remember that. Yes, exactly, Wolverine. The Patrick Kane investigation. Which, tubers, I mean? Tubers, I meant. What do you mean, Salty? Tubers? Who the fuck is tubers? Speaking of Patrick Kane, and the 2015 investigation. Might as well change it. Hey, well, thank you, man. Appreciate that. This is the reason he is not on the NHL 16 cover. I don't know if you guys remember when this happened. If any of you guys, how many of you guys were watching or cared about this. But Patrick Kane was originally on the NHL 16 cover. He was originally on the cover art with Patrick Kane, with Jonathan Toews. Look at DMs. Oh God, son, give me a second. I think so, sons. I think so. Fuck am I? Oh wait, sorry, yeah. I'm eating pretzels and I'm going to a food coma right now. But Mr. Bean's got a driver's license there. Let's go. You can out blast Olivia Rodrigo. Hell yeah. Congrats to you, Mr. Venus. Let's go, my big guy. Hell yeah. Yeah. I couldn't get a better one. I apologize, guys, but this was the original cover of NHL 16. It was gonna be Toews and Kane both lifting the cup up. And once Kane got accused of rape, they changed it to just Jonathan Toews. And then, of course, it was found out that I forgot if it was he was found not guilty. I forgot what happened. Let me look this up again. Yeah, 2015 investigation. Okay, so what happened is that yeah, so in August he was orchestrated. It was found out that that's when he was accused. They did not end up getting charged with anything because there was insufficient evidence, and then it later came to light that apparently the mother of the girl who accused him of rape orchestrated a hoax to make it appear that critical evidence was tampered with. That's pretty funny in my opinion. Fuck her. Alright. Toews looks like Jake Paul. Oh my god, he kind of does. Or actually, no, Kane kind of does. I think you meant to say Kane. But yeah. He kind of does. Holy shit. I kind of agree with you. NHL 16 is kind of shitty anyways. No. Alright. I actually should stop eating these for now. My fucking throat's gonna get dry. Both kind of do, yeah. Both kind of do, actually. Yeah, let me bring that up again. Kinda, yeah. Kane kind of looks like modern Jake Paul, and fucking Toews sort of looks a little like Disney Channel Jake Paul. That actually is kind of freaky. All right. Sorry, boys. Having a little pretzel snack. All right. The Habs look to regain the lead. Sorry. Habs look to regain the lead. Wings under pressing with seconds left, but there's a cider shot high and wide. Do you remember when Jake Paul came out to It's Everyday Bro? Sons, when was that, my guy? Shots are 12-8 for the Wings, and it's a 1-1 tie game after 20 minutes of play. The Wings look to get the lead early. Habs in return. Slaf ends up nearly putting one home. Mailloux has a shot that's wide by a couple feet. Habs under pressing. And we score. Brendan Gallagher buries it on the doorstep. Yeah, Wolverine. What's funny, actually, I think I was actually just reading that. I think that was 2000. 2008 that it happened, I think. Let me actually look up real quick. Because I had Kane's Wikipedia open. Let me find this real quick. No, it was 2009. April 9, 2009, actually. Yeah, it was almost exactly 6 years to the day. His misdemeanor charges were August 9th. And the police investigation was announced on August 6th, actually. So, that's kind of funny, actually. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. I'm just going to finish these off, and then we'll get to the rest of the game. Sorry, boys. The Wolverine, yeah, you are indeed right. They did keep him on the NHL 10 cover. Which, to be fair, with like a month to ship the game, I don't know how they would have picked someone else to be on the cover in fast enough time. Plus, like, to them, it's like, it's a misdemeanor. It's a misdemeanor and not like, sexual assault. So it's like, we'll deal with the controversy for like a week, whatever. Jake Paul won the Stanley Cup and got on the cover of NHL just to prove Logan Wall wrong. Exactly, Mr. Venus. Exactly. And yeah, the fact Logan Paul is kind of a star in WWE, it is really weird, Mr. Venus, for sure. It is really weird that that Logan Paul kind of works as well as he does in professional wrestling. I like that because that means more professional wrestlers. It's kind of fun. Sorry. But the Habs score, Brendan Gallagher. He does have the it factor, Mr. Venus, absolutely. And I'm going to sound crazy when I say this. I won't be surprised if he's WWE champion in the next 3 years. I will not be surprised if Logan Paul is the WWE champion at some point. Exactly. He didn't grow up watching wrestling. He's just doing it. He's just doing the wrestling thing because he's good at it. What the hell is Marshawn Lynch doing in Winnipeg? What the hell is Marshawn Lynch doing in the Impact Zone, brother? I was trying to sound like Hulk Hogan mixed with Booker T, and it came out sounding like fucking Booker T on chain smoking. He's just him. He really is Mr. Venus. Which sucks, because I wanted him to fail so badly so I could make fun of him, and he's so goddamn good. WWE Moment of the Day has been posted on Discord. Alright. What is the WWE Moment of the Day, sons? The WWE Moment of the Day. Kurt Angle humiliating himself. Why? How did he humiliate himself? Also, thank you for posting that SmackDown. Alright, I'll listen to that later, sons. Thank you for that, man. I appreciate it. Zach, how's it going, man? Home ice advantage. Thank you very much for that, my good sir. Zach, Nolan, how's it going, my good sir? Marshawn Lynch is actually at the game? Holy shit. Then literally, what the hell is Marshawn Lynch doing in Winnipeg? Hulk Hogan and Booker T is an interesting combo. Yes, indeed they are, Mr. Venus. Hulk Hogan, I'm coming for you, sucker. Oh, shit. I'm coming for you, sucker. But he didn't say sucker. Oh, shit. Alright, so Brendan Gallagher buries it. By the way, Zach, congrats on home ice against the Colorado Avalanche. That's pretty fun. Dude, I saw Marshawn Lynch, but you can't approach him. Man is unfuckwithable. Oof, Zach. He must have like 18 security guards around him then. That must suck, kind of. Brendan Gallagher, though, buries the puck on the doorstep. It was just trickling, and he just guarantees it going in the net. Galley scores from Armia and Struble. Habs take the 2-1 lead, I believe, just less than 5 minutes into the game. Or into the second. No security, dude just says fuck off, really? Holy shit, Zach. Neither did Hogan, Mr. Venus. That is true. Hulk Hogan did not say Brooke shouldn't be fucking with no suckers. He did indeed say something else. Something very racist, in fact. Dude, shout out Marshawn Lynch for that, by the way. Dude just says fuck off. Marshawn is fucking smart. Oh yeah, Zach, are you at the game actually? Yeah, I just realized, dude, if dude's saying he saw Marshawn Lynch, I just realized, are you at the game, dude? 'Cause that's fucking nuts if you're talking with me. You're at the fucking game. dude. Like, go watch your team. Go watch your fucking team. Like, clinch home ice. I'm Plaster. Just wanted to say you had a great season, my G, and yes, I went to the game. Oh shit, let's go, Zach. Let's go. Also, yes, dude, we had a very solid season for the rebuild. Zach, you know what, dude? I'm rooting for the Jets. I had the Habs as my early season cup contender, but you know what? Fucking, how can I not go for the Atlanta Thrashers, my guy? How can... I'm sorry. No, but seriously though, legit, how can I not go for the fucking Winnipeg Jets, dude? Avs frauds? Oof, damn. Wait, Marchand is in Winnipeg? Apparently, Salty was saying he was apparently at the Jets game today. Avs frauds? Zach, I mean, it could be. I mean, I'll be happy in that matchup with whoever wins, but I might be going for the Jets. Despite the fact that the Avs do have, Jonathan Drouin, so. But then again, the Jets do have Monahan and Tyler Foley, so. Fuck, I don't know. We gotta get our shit together. Oof, Salty. Oh, the Avs. Oh, yeah, Salty is an Avs fan, too. I forgot about that. Oh, shit. I'm just here so I won't get fined. Yeah, I'm just here so I won't get fined. Dude, I forgot about that. That's some shit. That's fucking funny, dude. Oh, is he? He's filming a movie in Winnipeg, and he has stake in the Kraken ownership. You know what? That makes a lot of sense why he was in Winnipeg then. Marshawn Lynch is filming a movie in Winnipeg? Who the fuck cast Marshawn Lynch in a movie? That's my question. Calling recent Cup champions frauds are crazy. Well, I mean, to be fair, this year they might be. Also, yes, Sons, you cannot say anything about crazy anything about playoffs. Also, Sons, Mr. Venus wanted the Discord. If you could post that, please, that'd be appreciated, because unfortunately, for some reason, Streamlabs OBS does not have me logged into the chat, so I can't. What's he filming his documentary? That's what Jets Hub told me, bro. Gonna play strip club. Bro, gonna play strip club bouncer number 2. Oh shit. Sons, you go into the rules on Discord, the rules channel on the Discord. Copy the link that's there, and then you put it in the chat. So yeah. Because you're a mod, you're allowed to post links, so yeah. But Zach, yeah, dude, he's gonna play Strip Club Bouncer number 2. He was literally filming his part today and said, hey, you know what, why not? I'll go see the Jets play the Kraken. Why not? I'm gonna go see the Jets play the Kraken. Marshawn Lynch said in the whitest possible voice. Oh, shit. Goddamn. But, yeah. Yeah, Zach, dude, you have a good night, my good sir. Absolutely, I'm coming by the playoff streams. The Sim server, yes, indeed, Sons, the Sim server. Absolutely, the Sim server. And Zach, absolutely, dude, the Habs don't play, so I'm going to have time to come by the playoff streams, dude. I'm hoping there's more than just 7 this year. Or 6. I think 6 was last year for the Jets. But absolutely, dude, I'm going to be coming by the playoff streams. No doubt about it, my good sir. Absolutely. Holy shit, Matheson nearly puts one in on Sons. Why are you posting links in the chat? No, but seriously, thank you for that, Sons. I appreciate you putting the link. Much appreciated. Mr. Venus, the link that Sons just put, that is the link to the Discord we have. Mr. Venus, I'm rooting for Florida again. You know what? Me too. I'm rooting for them against Tampa. I will spoil a couple results for the playoff predictions. Then again, we have like 5 people. I'm gonna get you, Harry. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Are you watching the 80s I'm gonna get you, sucker parody movie? Tell Marshawn to meet Big Buff. I feel they'd become best friends. Fazio, I weirdly enough kind of agree with you on that, actually. I kind of agree. They do feel like they'd be pretty good friends, I think. Matheson. Wait, I don't know who the fuck to root for in the East. Oof, Salty. I mean, you can root for literally anybody because the Wings haven't made it, so. Yeah. Matheson nearly puts one in on a good chance. It almost bounces on Reimer. Red Wings end up pressing. Raymond gets a good shot as Primo comes out of his crease. He gets stopped, or Raymond gets stopped. I've been rooting for him since Giroux went there, my second favorite team. Hey, let's go. Mr. Venus, we are very similar then. We both have the Panthers as like our second favorite team. Let's go. I'm going to a Leaf playoff game, round 1, because your dad won tickets and you're going to wear your Sens jersey. Nick, I hope you're ready to get a lot of hate. Sons, I didn't burp. It was a weird way of me like breathing in. It was weird. It was just like a little. It was something not that was gross. Not exactly like that, but it was like it was something like that kind of. So it wasn't a burp exactly. But I mean, it might have been. I don't think it was though. Mr. Brina's dude, yeah, you literally are my clone, my guy. You literally are my clone. Holy shit, like that's fucking crazy. But Raymond, like I said, gets stopped. The Wings are scrambling a little bit. And then the Habs score back the other way. Cole Caulfield on the doorstep as well. He makes it 3-1 from Slafkovsky and Suzuki. Habs have a 3-1 lead as they pressured. And again, Caulfield just nice job jabbing at a puck. Puts it home. And then the Wings score 35 seconds later. Joe Veleno off a bit of a weird play. He ends up burying one. There was apparently a delayed penalty to the Canadiens. There's a shot that gets stopped by Primo. I think he thought that there was going to be a whistle because he had control of the puck. But it doesn't. He's looking around, and Veleno just puts it home on the 5-hole. He just buries it. It's 3-2. A very weird play. Very weird play. That ends up making it a 3-2 game. Matthews hitting 70, Nick. Who do they play their last game? Because I think it entirely depends on who they play. Toronto Maple Leafs. Oh, they played the Lightning. Oh, they actually played the Lightning today. You know what? I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say Matthew hits 70. I'm assuming they're probably gonna be scratching Vasilevsky, the Lightning. They're probably gonna be playing either Johansson or the other dude. So I think that Matthews will hit 70. More so because of how bad the Lightning goaltender is than he actually ends up trying hard. So, yeah. Wings press for a tie game. Kane looks to generate some chances. Suzuki back the other way finds Slafkovsky. They nearly convert. Harvey Pinard joining the rush. Can't bury a rebound though. Reimer covers. Habs press. Mailloux has a shot that's gloved. Wings then press as Kane goes for a skate. There's a shot held by Primo with 6 left. And holy shit, it's a miracle. The Habs go to the power play with 4 minutes left. Fisher gets called for a slash on Mailloux. First unit's out with Matheson. No Hudson on the power play just yet. Nice press. Caulfield gets a wide open net. James Reimer. One of the saves of the year, in my honest opinion. Completely robs Cole Caulfield. That was fantastic. I thought that was a surefire goal. I have no clue how Reimer saved that. I'm glad that the Habs fans showed some respect for that. Just a great save. Second unit comes out. Hudson is out there with them. He has speed. He gets in. There's a pass to Galley, but that's a no-goal. Or a no-go, I should say. We get a 5-on-3 directly as a result of Hudson passing that puck to Brendan Gallagher. Lucas Raymond ends up grabbing it, and he's called, trying to dump it for a delay of game puck over glass. 5-on-3 for 11 seconds. Hudson gets a cross check from behind. Reimer must have thought he was going to the playoffs. I mean, Sons, technically, there was a chance that he could have been. There was that God honest chance that he could have been going to the playoffs tonight. But Hudson eats a cross check from behind. There's no call naturally. And it's not one of those, he just gets a cross check. No, it's a cross check and he goes down. So it was a hard cross check. Habs pressure though. Suzuki finds Matheson. Nice blast, scramble in front. Nothing there though. Petrie ends up roughing up Caulfield after a whistle. There's no call. Habs, ironically, actually also would have 11 seconds of power play time to start the third period. Habs end up being 0 for 1 on the power play throughout the 5-on-3, I should have said. Shots are 24-20 for the Habs with a 3-2 lead after the second period as well. Slaffa 20 that is true. That is true. Salty Slav makes $250,000 extra because of this game. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Habs don't score in the 11 seconds. I think that's pretty understandable. Habs end up being 0 for 2. Red Wings press. They were getting chances left and right, but good saves by Primo. All 4 lines, it felt like, for the Wings would end up getting chances. And then we get it. Daniel Sprong. My daddy. Daniel Sprong ties it up off of a really, really sharp angle bouncer. He just finds a spot on Primo that's left open, and he just puts it in the net. It's a 3-3 tie game just like that. Very smart play for Daniel Sprong. Sprong, I believe, finishes his season with, I want to say, career high numbers as well. I want to say so. No, he doesn't actually. He does finish the year though with 18 goals and 43 points. Keep in mind he did this while playing fourth line minutes. So shout out Daniel Sprong for that. Salty, by the way, what have you thought of Daniel Sprong this year? Have you thought that he was good? He was bad? What do you think? Wings, though, want the lead. Sprong in on his next shift has a good shot that stopped. Veleno ends up firing one. I believe Veleno fires one 5-hole. There's a good quick stop. Suzuki then gets found on a break the other way, and Reimer makes a fantastic save as well to rob Suzuki of getting the lead back for the Canadiens. Wings get puck control for nearly 2 minutes. They don't get many shots, but they do just really kind of play keep away. He had his moments, Salty, that makes sense. I assume defensively he's garbage, but offensively he looks pretty solid at points. That's Daniel Sprong experience for you. And then Lane fucking Hudson. That's all I can really put for this note. What an offensive zone chance. Look at God. Oh God, Suns. All right, what's in the Atlantic is going to be tough next year. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit, let's go. The Sabres, Red Wings, and Senators. What if I told you none of these teams made playoffs? I'm going to quote tweet. Repost. Oh, okay. What if I told you none of these teams made playoffs? Oh shit. Suds, thank you for that, my good sir. That's really funny. His defense got stinky though. That's why I thought his time went down. Oh, 100% that's why his time went down, Salty. Sprong is a guy who's he's frustrating. His offense is too good for the bottom six. He doesn't try enough defensively to warrant top 6 minutes though. You know, he's one of those types of players, you know. And it's unfortunate because if he tried defensively, you know, he'd be a decent second, third line player. He'd probably be able to hit 60 points consistently if he just tried defensively, you know? And yeah, Salty, it would make sense if you guys if you don't re-sign him. It would suck because I think the Wings are going to need all the offensive help they can get next year. But you guys got guys coming up. You have guys coming up through the system, and you're going to have good free agency probably, assuming you don't re-sign. Assuming you don't sign more Justin Halls and Ben Sherratts. Honestly, I'd love to see a team take a waiver on Daniel Sprong. Hot take? Daniel Sprong's going to Colorado next year. And I say this because look at what they did. They reclamated Jonathan Drouin this year. I think they're going to go after Daniel Sprong. Have a cheap signing, have him as good depth. Because let's be honest, you can never have too much depth. Mr. Venus, why are there so many categories in the Discord? That's what a Sim League does. That's what a Sim League is. It's we've categorized every single season. We got GM stuff. It's a lot. I know it looks overwhelming, but believe me, you get used to it. You get used to it. Oh shit, Arpin Basu is elite. Alright guys, so when we get to what I gotta mention, we're gonna talk about something. We're trading for Eric and Branson and Lucic, Summer of Iserman. Salty? Why do I feel like you probably are? Oh, Mr. Venus, your computer's lagging? Holy shit, I'm sorry about that, my guy. Dude, Casper playing would be nice, Salty. I will say that would be nice. Yeah, dude, they put JT Compher as... Well, to be fair, they didn't have Patrick Kane at the start of the year, Suns. Lane with another assist tonight. Yes, indeed, Avi. Tough loss for Habs. Fluke goal at the end. It very much was, Avi. It was a fluky goal, which, believe me, we will get into. But, yeah. Juraj Slafkovsky... Oh, wait, no. Oh, I had 2 notes where I put Lane fucking Hudson. Sorry. So Lane Hudson, the Discord is like a virus. Could you say it's like a virus? I mean, I guess if it's lagging to be fair, it might be lagging the computer just because of how many fucking I'm gonna say roles, not roll. I mean, it could be the roles, but how many channels there are. It kind of makes sense in a way. It depends. How powerful is your computer, though, Mr. Venus? Is it like decent? Is it bad? Is it good? Computer sounds like an air fryer. Holy shit, Mr. Venus. That's kind of crazy. That's kind of nutty. Circus elephant escapes in Montana. Why am I somehow not surprised? Don't step on the car, please. Don't step on that car. Okay, good. Elephant escapes circus custody. That is a headline and a half. Yeah, dude. That thing is on a mission. I agree with one of the comments. That thing is just like... That is on a fucking mission, my guy. That is true. Like Avi says, yeah, use Discord from your phone. That is true, Mr. Venus. If you have a phone, use Discord on there. Because, like, with me, for example, when I'm on my server, it never lags on my phone. It doesn't lag on my computer either, because I have a good computer, but yeah, it never lags for me, though, so. Yeah. So we're over 2 hours in. I'm going to try and hurry this a little bit, because, let's be honest, I need something to eat, I need something to drink, I need to relax. But I said Lane fucking Hudson, what an offensive zone chance. I'm running it on a Leapfrog computer. Well, that might explain why it's running like shit. Then loss helps them to have more of a chance to land Celebrini. That is true, Avi. Exactly, it does. And the win would have helped Detroit make the playoffs had Philly not pulled the goaltender, which I think that situation is still fucking... That is why I love the NHL, genuinely, for dumb bullshit like that. But Hudson gets a great offensive zone chance. He is given time and space. He creates a great scoring chance as the shot gets blocked. He did have a screen in front, though. Salty, you're fucking hungry? Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, my guy. Wings go back the other way. Their top line presses. Larkin ends up getting a good look, but Primo makes the save. Wings pressure, not a lot of chances. Perron then runs into Primo. There's no call. You got no food? It's called Uber Eats, Salty. Hopefully you have money, because Uber Eats is a thing. Primo was down. Perron was down. He was kind of slow to get out. Yeah, that sucked. Flyers had to do it to win. No, exactly, Avi. But that's the thing. Is that when they had done it, the Red Wings had already gone to overtime, which eliminated the Philadelphia Flyers. They were literally eliminated because the Red Wings went to overtime. So they didn't need to pull the goaltender. Mr. Venus, your backs are against the wall, but again, the Wings already went to overtime by getting the 1 point, eliminates the Philadelphia Flyers. God damn it. What if, guys, what if Torts just did that because he realized, oh shit, the score watching, oh shit, Wings went to overtime with Montreal, so we're eliminated. You know what, let's just eliminate the Wings as well, and just fucking pull the goalie. It would be a very Torts thing to do. It would be a Torts thing for him to do that, honestly. Going back the other way, Lane fucking Hudson. He gets the shot off, and Juraj Slafkovsky tips it in front. Habs take the 4-3 lead. A great play shot by Hudson to get the tip. He and Savard get the assist. And this is where we got to mention, boys, that is a $250,000 goal right there. Yeah. That is a $250,000 goal because Juraj Slafkovsky had a signing bonus on his ELC. If he hit 20 goals this year, he gets $250,000. And which Lane Hudson was asked as well. He was asked recently in the little post-game interview thing they do. He was asked whether he knew that goal he helped. Whether he knew that the goal he helped set up earned Slafkovsky $250,000. He said, "Yeah, I told him, I'll give you my Venmo." For those who do not know, Venmo is not a thing in Canada. And like many people are pointing out in the comments, e-transfer or PayPal. So yeah, Lane's got a little bit to learn about Canada. So yeah, and also you gotta love that Slaf was asked, quote, "Will Lane get a tip for helping you earn your bonus tonight?" Slaf responded, "He'll probably hit all of his bonuses next year, so he'll be fine." Which just you gotta fucking love Slaf, dude. How can you not love Juraj Slafkovsky? Like, fucking seriously? This dude is beautiful, and I will be gay for Juraj Slafkovsky if he wanted me to. Slafkovsky could burst through my door right now, look at me and say, "Bend over." And I would do it. Why is Slafkovsky Russian all of a sudden? Don't look for accuracy in my impressions. I would do it right now on stream. I just be like, "Sorry guys, Slav told me to do it." I would get the channel banned for Juraj Slafkovsky. I fucking love that man. Philly is the ultimate choke city. Yes, indeed it is, Mr. Venus. Torch is like, "Yeah, we're not going. Neither are you." Exactly, sons. Jets in 6 or 7 against the Avs. It is going to be a great series for sure. Also, yes, Avi. Bruins and Leafs. Bees lost on purpose. Florida got 2 points. They jumped. Exactly, Avi. Get ready to learn French, buddy. You know what? Pretty much salty, dude. To be fair, Hudson does seem like one of those guys where he would at least make an effort to learn French. Might not be good at it, but he would make the fucking effort. Habs top line is lit. Just need... exactly, Avi. Top 6 is great. Just need that bottom 6. Once we get Farrell and Waugh and Beck, Mezar, all these guys in the lineup, we're going to be Gucci. We're going to be completely fine. Florian Jacki is probably going to be in the lineup at some point, so we're going to be fine. We are going to be more than fine once we hit our prime in 2-3 years, so yeah. Also, Harry Gay Boy, let's go. Mr. Venus, that's true. Only city in history to lose in the finals in 3 different major sports in one season. That is genuinely hilarious, Mr. Venus, and I forgot about that. Wings pressed for the tie immediately. There's a couple chances, but they would not get much in terms of major pressure. Habs were playing good D as well to keep them out of the zone and getting great chances. With 2 minutes left, there's a goalie pull. There's a goalie pull with about 2 minutes left. You watched all 3, Mr. Venus. My condolences, my good sir, because holy shit, that sounds brutal. Wings pull Reimer with 2 minutes left. They end up putting him back in because there's an icing called on the Habs with 40 seconds left. By the way, I shouldn't need to mention this. Wings pressured hard. They get some chances, but it just ends up coming out of the zone. Flyers had a good season, though. Tough finish. Nobody expected them to even be here. I mean, Avi, to be fair, there's points in the season where it was like, okay, Flyers have 3rd in the division. They're clearly going to make it. It was kind of expected once we got into the season that they were going to make the playoffs, and then it just didn't end up working. By the way, if I have my head like this, it almost looks like... It almost looks like I have like a little goatee that ends with like one of those little like man buns where like you take the hair and you just tie it up. It kind of looks like that. Almost in a way. It kind of looks like that. Flyers should have gotten in. They had to fuck around at the end. They really did, Mr. Bean. They literally had to fuck around and find out at the end. It was a brutal finish, though, Avi. Yeah, absolutely, for the Flyers season. Like, here's the thing. Imagine the story it would have been if the Flyers pull the goalie with those 3 minutes left. 3.5, I think it was, actually. They pull the goalie. They keep insane pressure. They score with, like, 1.8 left. Just fucking imagine. Like, they played the most desperate hockey imaginable. And then the Penguins win tomorrow and the Flyers are out. Like, because that's how it would go too. It'd be like, holy shit, guys. We did it. Dude, we're in the playoffs. Holy shit. And then the Penguins just come in like, no, you're not. You know? My eyesight is like, it's weird. My glasses are on. Fucking eyesight's fine. I take them off. You know what? Actually, never mind. My eyesight's actually like kind of getting better because I'm wearing my glasses. I should probably wear them more often. But, yeah. Islanders are not trying tomorrow. They locked in. Oh, exactly, Avi. On Zell, they rest Horvat. They rest Dobson. They rest Sorokin. It wouldn't surprise me if tonight or tomorrow morning we're seeing like 3 or 4 call-ups just to be like, hey, season's done. Get the young boys in. It wouldn't surprise me. Well, Mr. Venus, to be fair, I know the glasses change the vision, obviously, but I haven't worn these in so long that it's like, holy shit, I forgot how good my eyes could potentially see without glasses. And also, Mr. Venus, I agree, most Philly way to end the season for sure. Harry Sorokin is not the starter. There's no way you guys are going for Lomov over Sorokin in the playoffs. That B squad is going to hit like crack. Yes, indeed it will, Sons. Absolutely. Avi, yes, we are doing a bracket challenge for the channel. Depending on when the NHL gets it up, I will say this. If all the playoff matches are determined by Thursday, which I don't think they can be, I think maybe they could be depending on how the Vegas and Kings game goes. I know that if Vegas loses tonight, because I think they're playing right now, or at least I think they are. If Vegas loses and the Kings win tomorrow, that matchup is fully determined. But then I think that the Knights... No, I think that would determine every matchup, actually. I'm pretty sure that actually would. But, Vegas wins out, they get Edmonton. Is that confirmed? Oh, no, yeah, Avi, yeah. Vegas wins out, they get Edmonton. Yeah, because I know it's Vegas and LA fighting right now. Let me actually look up for what games are on right now, because I know there's like 3. Unless they've ended by now. I don't think they have, because they started at 10. Yeah, so the Golden... Yeah, okay, so the Golden Knights, never mind. They've won against the Blackhawks, so... Okay, actually, yeah, so never mind. So, the matchups will only be determined Thursday then, which sucks. So, yeah, and also shout out the Canucks being up 4-1 on the Flames. Thank you, Tyler Myers. But yeah, so per the standings, the only things that are not determined right now are technically the wild card, because the Predators are finished. If the Kings win their last game, I think the Predators still have the tiebreaker, so they would get the second wild card with the Kings. And if the Golden Knights win out, they get the Oilers instead of the Kings. So there's technically maybe three spots that can change, I think. So yeah, that's going to be an exciting way to end the season. Yeah, Vegas up 3-1, thank you. Yeah, LA and Stars if Vegas wins out. Yeah. I'm rooting for the Pains. Mr. Bean, do you mean the Panthers? Who are you talking about? The Pains. Alright, so yeah, there's an icing call with 40 seconds left. Evans argues that the puck had actually hit a stick, and it did. The refs actually listen, and they have actually end up agreeing. They bring the face-off to center ice, and the Wings end up pressuring. Oh, the Canes. You're rooting for the Canes. Honestly, I can't find myself rooting for the Whalers. I feel like I have to root for the Islanders in that series, unfortunately. Rangers got a light first-round matchup. Avi, I don't know if they're winning in 5, honestly. I know it's the Capitals. But with an Alex Ovechkin who's going to be hungry for a second Stanley Cup, even if he doesn't win it, he's going to be hungry to fight. So I don't know. I don't know if the Capitals beat them. But I don't know if they're going to be such an easy out like people think. We will see, though. I don't want to reveal too much about the bracket, but like I said. But yeah, so about the bracket, sorry. Avi, yeah, we are doing the bracket challenge. We are. Link in the description, actually, if you want to sign up in advance. The link will be in the description. Yeah, I hope Caps make it a series as well, Avi. I want every series to go 7 if they can, because I want them to be fun. Avi is a homie for real? Hell yeah, Sons, absolutely, dude. Let's go Islanders, bro. Come on. Let's go Islanders, baby. But yeah, like I said, I don't, because the matchups unfortunately can't be determined until Thursday now, I'll be doing the video Friday probably morning if they have it up by then. And then in the evening, I think what we'll do is we'll do the viewer stream with Sons and Sporty and Luca and Jack. And I know there was someone else. Salty said he wanted to be there. Salty hasn't commented in a while, so unfortunately I think he went to bed. But I think he actually followed up with Son's suggestion and went to go rob a store for food. But yeah, I think we can do that on Friday night then. Dusos. I'm just lining up my duo cards. Last year's first round was very fun. Mr. Venus, I agree. It was a very entertaining first round for the NHL playoffs. I hate Canes fans. They act like the best team ever every season just to choke. Avi, couldn't agree more. They're literally 0-12 in their last 3 appearances in the Eastern Conference Finals. So, yeah. Wings pressure, and there's an icing called with 7 seconds left. It was milked really hard. That was an icing where it should not have been an icing, in my honest opinion. Savard has words, and also the Wings, I should say, called the timeout right off of after that icing that was non-icing, with 40 seconds left. The one that literally was non-icing, the one that literally wasn't icing, I should say. They called a timeout then, and they score. With 3 seconds left in regulation, David Perron buries it. Looked like there was a deflection in front. David Perron buries it with 3 seconds left to tie the game up. We are going to overtime. And with that, the Flyers were eliminated. They then promptly pull the goalie and cue hilarity as the Capitals win and eliminate both the Philadelphia Flyers officially and the Detroit Dead Things and the Pittsburgh Penguins. So, don't you love end of season playoff hockey, boyos? Yeah, in the overtime, Flyers are better than the Islanders because we've been in the finals 8 times. Mr. Venus, Sons, what do you got to say about that, my good sir? Hudson ends up starting the overtime. Habs lose a draw, but they would get the puck quickly. Hudson tries to set up the top unit. There's not too much press. The second line comes out. Larkin gets found on a breakaway, and a great save by Caden Primo to keep the game tied up. Good stuff with the pad. And then the Habs get on the power play. Patrick Kane gets called for a trip. Going to be following Habs a lot more next season. Lane is coming, only going to improve more. Let's go, Avi. Hell yeah. Glad to hear that a Bruins fan is going to be following the Canadiens. Also, Suns, it's 4 cups over 2 cups, by the way. The Flyers won back-to-back. To be fair, though, the Islanders did win back-to-back-to-back-to-back, so... Yeah. 2 cups, actually, exactly. There we go, Mr. Venus. So, yeah, the Canadiens out on the power play. Caulfield has a nice blast. There's pressure by the Canadiens. It was the top unit minus Slaf. And actually, I should say, by the way, it was a trip on Newhook. He was speeding around the boards trying to convert. Suzuki presses. There's a second unit out. Hudson gets a couple looks. He ends up getting time and a shot off, but there's no goal. Habs end up being 0 for 3 on the power play. Exactly, Avi. Habs and Bruins are still a rivalry, but not like how it was when they were both good. And it sucks that the Bruins are going to start falling off while the Habs are doing good. As much as I obviously want to see the Bruins falter because of the Habs' main rival, I want them both to be good because I think that would be incredible to see a renewed Habs and Bruins rivalry. One side, Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, Kirby Dach, Lane Hudson, Caden Gooley, Arbor Jackeye. And on the other side, you got fucking David Pastrnak, Matthew Pourchois, Fabian Lysell, whoever their ensuing fourth line enforcer ends up being. Like, fuck. Like, come on. Like, the Bruins really had to be contenders for the last decade with 0 cups. Keep in mind, the last decade is not including 2011, but they had to really be contenders the last decade, not win a cup, and trade everything for fucking 2 years of Milan Lucic, basically. But yeah, I love epic games. You do the Habs and Bruins in the playoffs. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd be hoping for that if the Bruins are good next year. And the Habs are good, that we at least get that at least once. We got robbed in 2019, so pissed fuck the Blues. Oof, Avi. Well, you know what? Jordan Binnington. Flyers are better than the Islanders because Philly has better food than New York. Mr. Venus, I can't actually make a point on that because I've not been to Philly or New York, specifically Long Island. But I'd guess they both have good food. That is genuinely what I would guess. Red Wings press in the last minute. Mailloux ends up trying to set up a play. Wings back the other way. At the buzzer, there's a shot, and there's one taken after the whistle. That goes unnoticed, though. So we are going to a shootout. The shots are 40-33 for the Red Wings, and it is yet again a 4-4 tie game, but the Wings don't win this one with 20 seconds left in overtime, though. Caulfield is the first shooter. Nice deke, goes 5-hole, but just doesn't score, unfortunately. Larkin in, and there's a pad stop by Primo. Second one he's made in about 10 minutes. Lane Hutson gets the second shot for the Montreal Canadiens in the shootout, and he unfortunately gets stopped. The Montreal crowd was cheering him like crazy every time he got on the puck this game, especially that one shift in the third where he just skated around everybody and he was setting up plays. The one right before he had the goal. The Habs fans just stood on their feet and clapped for him after that. Genuinely, this guy is going to be the new PK Subban. And I mean that in the greatest, with the utmost respect. Lane Hutson is going to be Cale Makar times Quinn Hughes times PK Subban. He is going to be a phenomenal offensive defenseman in the NHL. Yeah, Avi, Hudson feels no pressure at all, exactly. He just plays the game. Like, exactly. Like, Lane Hutson, he very much reminds me of Jacob Fowler. Like, neither guy really cares about the pressure. They're happy with the pressure. They actually I feel like they almost play better under pressure. But, they don't let it affect them, really. They just, all right, just go out. I'll prove them right or wrong with my play. I'll just, I'll play my typical game. Oh, 18 dekes. Oh, okay. Oh, score, I didn't look. Okay, cool. Like, that's what it feels like Lane Hutson's going to do one of these games. The kid was fucking made for the NHL. And I am so happy that the Montreal Canadiens have him. I am so glad that he gets to play for the greatest franchise in the National Hockey League. And I am so happy that he gets to be in a place where he gets to be seen and he gets to be looked at and he gets attention and he gets to be seen as a probable top 5 defenseman in the National Hockey League for about a decade at minimum. Genuinely, honestly, I'm already considering I want a Lane Hutson jersey. Like, there are 3 jerseys that I want right now because I already have the Caulfield. Suzuki, Jack-Eye, and Lane Hutson. Those are the 3 jerseys that I would want right now. Which ones would I want in white? Probably Suzuki and Jack-Eye. I don't know. I feel like the red jersey looks nicer. I would want a white Suzuki, though, just because I do need a white one if I want to improve on the other white one. But to be fair, I really like the white CCM, so I might actually keep using that one regardless, but I really like that jersey, though. And this one I feel like is a little tight just because I've been kind of gaining weight, unfortunately, recently, so yeah, that's not good. I don't think he's Cale Makar, nobody is, but can definitely be a top 4 to 7 D-man in the league. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think Hudson has potential to reach Makar's level. I honestly think he does. I think it's just a matter of can the Canadiens complement him the way that the Avs have complimented Cale Makar, and I think the answer is abso-fucking-lutely. Absolutely they can. They have an immense amount of talent coming up. Here's the thing. We might get to a point where Lane Hutson can have 3 fantastic scoring lines to help out. And then the 4th line is more so kind of grindy with like Hutson probably being there, and yeah. Maybe Luke Tuck, so the 4th line doesn't put up as much offense, quote unquote, but he could have 3 phenomenal scoring lines, which is absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see what this kid does in his prime in 6 years. Harry, you think Uncle Howdy and the Bray Wyatt family return on Friday? Forgot to ask you. No problem, sons. I don't know if it'd be Sunday. I feel like they're trying to build that up for Backlash, just because it feels like I don't think they would give that away on free TV. I feel like they'd want to build that to a pay-per-view. But at the same time, it would be fucking awesome for that to happen on Friday on SmackDown. But we'll see. I think it happens at Backlash, though. Also, Mr. Bean is defending Philly is like defending a cheating girlfriend. That's pretty funny, honestly. But Lane Hutson, unfortunately, doesn't score his first shootout attempt. Lucas Raymond, he's in. He's getting booed. He gets stopped. Nick Suzuki in. Goes for a nice deke. Goes for almost a Datsuk move. He just gets stopped. Good glove save by Reimer. The third shooter for the Wings to potentially win the game. The man who was in the penalty box for half of the overtime, Patrick Kane. And he scores. A nice goal, puts it behind Caden Primo. And unfortunately, that would do it. The Habs lose the game 5-4 in the shootout to the Red Wings. And for the Red Wings, it is too little too late. They were eliminated just 5 minutes prior by the Capitals, as we've mentioned time and time again. And again, the final shots were 40-33 for the Red Wings. So yeah, guys, that is going to do it for today's stream. We're going to go through the stats for the Habs, and then we're going to work our way on out of here. Thank you guys for helping me reach 947 subs, by the way. I really appreciate that. I'm going to visit New York City when I graduate high school. Going to wear my Flyers jersey and get heckled. Hey, Mr. Freitas, you know what? That's a fucking dream. Keep living your goddamn dream, my boy. Let's go. Keep living that dream, my good sir. Let's get into the stats for the Canadiens and work our way on out of here. Nick Suzuki leads the Montreal Canadiens. 33 goals, 44 assists, 77 points. I actually miscalculated on my stat sheet. Cole Caulfield, 28 goals, 37 assists, 65 points. Mike Matheson. Remember when he wasn't playing like a top 15D 5 games ago? I remember. He has 11 goals, 51 assists, 62 points on the year. Juraj Slafkovsky, what did I say? Firstly, bye, son. Thank you for coming by, my good sir. What did I say he would do? He did it. 20 goals, 30 assists, 50 points. Sean Monahab, when he was a Montreal Canadian. Good night, Mr. Venus. Thank you for coming by, my good sir. 13 goals, 22 assists, 35 points. Alex Newhook, 15 goals, 19 assists, 34 points. Brendan Gallagher, 16 goals, 15 assists, 31 points. Admittedly, decent year for Brendan Gallagher. Jake Evans, 7 goals, 21 assists, 28 points. Yoel Armia, 17 goals, 8 assists, 25 points. David Savard, 6 goals, 18 assists, 24 points. Caden Gooley, 6 goals, 16 assists, 22 points. Josh Anderson, 9 goals, 11 assists, 20 points. Jordan Harris, 3 goals, 11 assists, 14 points. Justin Barron, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points. Jonathan Kovacevic with the exact opposite, 6 goals, 7 assists, 13 points. Tanner Pearson, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points. Michael Pezzetta, 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. Arbor Jacki, 4 goals, 7 assists, 11 points. Raphael Harry-Pinard, 2 goals, 8 assists, 10 points. Christian Dvorak, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points. Jaden Struble, 2 goals, 7 assists, 9 points. Joshua Wall and Jesse Ullinen each have 4 goals, 4 assists, 8 points. Gustav Lindstrom with 3 goals and assists for 4 points. Mitchell Stevens, 2 goals and assists for 3 points. Kirby Doc, Caden Primo, Samuel Montembeau, and Lane Hudson all with 2 assists on the year. Brendan Gignac with a goal. Jake Allen and Logan Mailloux each with an assist this year. Caden Primo had both of the Canadian shutouts for this season. In terms of fights, Michael Pezzetta has 8. Arbor Jacki has 5. Josh Anderson's got 4. Jonathan Kovacevic and Caden Gooley each have 2 fights. Juraj Slafkovsky, Brendan Gallagher, Tanner Pearson, and Jaden Struble each end the year with a single fight each. There we go, boys. That is going to do it. Thank you all so much for coming by for the end of the season. Thank you guys if you guys stuck with me throughout the whole year. If you joined late, if you joined early. Thank you all so much for coming by and joining me for another season of the Montreal Canadiens. This concludes the 23-24 season. I am so happy with the growth of the channel, with the way that the new layout looked. I'm going to work to improve this even more for next season. I'm going to look to try and maybe spruce it up just a little bit more. I don't know how exactly we'll do that, but I will try and figure that out because I don't want it to look as clustered as it kind of does right now. But yeah, guys, again, that is going to do it. Thank you all so much for watching. Keep up with the great content. Avi, thank you so much, man. Thank you guys for coming by. I used to say this on the channel a lot. I haven't said it in a while. I wouldn't be doing this YouTube content. I wouldn't be doing YouTube if it weren't for you guys that watch me and come by, whether you're a lurker or rather you're active in the chat. I love and respect every single one of my viewers. Thank you all so much for coming by. Yeah, Lane Hudson, go Habs, go. Screenshot that, boys. Bruins fans saying go Habs go. Screenshot that shit, boys. But thank you, Abby, though. I appreciate that, man. And you know what? Just for you, let's go Bruins. I will say that is the only time I will ever say that. So Abby, you better goddamn clip that. Thank you guys again so much for joining me again for the streams for this year. I hope to see you guys again for next season. I hope that we can reach 1,000 subs by the start of the year, by the start of the new season. If we don't, hopefully it doesn't take that much longer. Respect. Hey, there we go, Abby. Thank you, man. No problem. Of course, man. No problem. Of course. Yeah, I hope to see you guys for the next season and the seasons that follow. God, it feels like yesterday that we were getting excited that Kirby Dach was going to have a breakout year, and we were like something like probably 75 games away from Lane Hutson coming in the lineup. Have a great summer, John Titor. Thank you, man. We are going to stay streaming, of course, not like tonight, but we are going to be back streaming, doing videos all throughout the summer. We're going to be doing a bunch of shit for the channel, and I hope you guys stay subscribed. NZA, how's it going? Thank you for coming by, man. Thank you very much, my good sir. I love every single one of you guys so much. Genuinely, I am so proud. I'm going to get going, NZA. Thank you for coming by, man. I'm going to be getting out here in a minute as well. Again, guys, I appreciate every single one of you guys. Whether you're a lurker or you're active in the chat or you just send a couple messages, any little bit of support helps, guys. Thank you all again so fucking much for supporting the channel. Hopefully by next season we do have 1,000 subs. That is going to do it for today's video, today's stream. That does it for the 2023-24 NHL season, or the Canadiens season, I should say. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, share on everything, which includes, but is not limited to, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, and everything else. My name is Juraj. Subscribe to join the Puff Club, the Hasty Club, the Sub Hub, the Nation, and the D Nation. If you are a member of the Mod Squad, thank you for moderating any comments on any streams and or interview videos. It is much greatly appreciated. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Links in the description are the Amazon wishlist, the PO Box, the PayPal, the Discord, the Letterboxd, the Streamer account, the Twitch, the Streamlabs, and the Habnormals podcast, and the 2024 NHL playoff bracket are down there as well. I guess this is the end. What an extremely exciting season it was. The future so bright because it's the only beginning. With that, thank you Habs 23-24 for this really awesome season. Exactly, NZA. Couldn't put it any better. Massive progression for the Canadiens. Kirby Dach, despite the 2 goals, despite only the 2 games, or the game in a period. Lane Hutson, Logan Mailloux, Nick Suzuki proving he's a legit 1C. Juraj Slafkovsky turning into a legitimate first-line winger. Cole Caulfield having a down year while setting all career highs. Alex Newhook looking great. Caden Primo and Sam Montembeault stepping up in nets. Mike Matheson with a massive career year. Just an insane year for the boys. And I hope that we keep up this momentum in the next season, guys. Again, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Juraj. I'm Montreal. Always remember, no matter how bad we were like last year, how solid we were like this year, and how fucking great we'll be like next year. Go Habs, go. Thank you guys so much for watching, and my name is Juraj. Habs have grit to build on. Yes, they do, John. Yeah, they said Cole Caulfield was too small. He's a motherfucking stud. They're saying Lane Hutson's too small. Well, he's a motherfucking stud, too. And we're gonna have Kirby Dach to back him up, and we're probably gonna have fucking Tija Genla. Because why won't we? Alright. Again, for real, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Juraj again, and I am out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. 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 Bye, guys. Bye. Oh, we hit 948 subs right at the end of the stream, guys. Thank you so much. I don't know who subbed. Thank you so much for whoever subbed. I appreciate that. We're going to end the stream now. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next couple days for the bracket challenge. And then afterwards, we'll probably do some gaming streams. Hopefully, I'll have the gaming list ready for the bracket stream so I can get that all set up. See you guys. Again, bye, guys.